This just in. JK. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and thank you so much for taking the time to join your boy, Chips Ahoy, for your boy on DLD After Dark. We got some exciting stuff to discuss tonight, and as such, we have some exciting friends coming on with us. Uh, you know, um, Man, lots of cool things going on. Before I get into the whole like regular intro, you guys are familiar with Goon Tape, right? Of course, we got the Goon Beam, we got the Goon Tape, and we just love doing Goon stuff, right? I like doing hood rat stuff with my friends. Um, well, I reached out to Goon Tape because those are the homies, and actually, although we love Ghostman designs, you can totally wrap a holster in Flex Tarn Goon tape, right? And it looks super Gucci. You can even wrap the SLS hood as well. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so talk to the homies over there. But by the way, remember, if you do need an inside the waistband holster, Fat Tack is where it's at, Jack. Oh, I had a dog hair in my mouth. Hopefully that was a dog hair. Anyway, so I talked to the homies over at Goon Tape, right? And my guy over there, love you, bro. You're awesome. And it's getting really cold out here in Virginia. It's like 22 degrees, something like that. And it's like, you know what? We're gonna send something to DLD because he's awesome and it's super cold in Virginia. And they sent this beanie, right? This is a see that? It's the Goon Tape beanie. But wait, there's more. It's not just a beanie. Oh, don't drop that. It's not just a beanie. It's a Goon Tape beanie. And you know Goon Tape does goon stuff. So, look at that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that's crazy. Like, dude, come on. For real? For real? Look at that motherfucker right there. Yo, this thing is nasty. Shout out to Goon Tape. We love you. And I've seen these before, right? But this one, oh the memes. Oh man, I pressed send on this. Hold on, sorry. Orange Man Bad. So anyway, I've seen these before, right? But in almost like all cases, you can tell it's what some people call a shiesty, what some people call a ski mask, what some people call whatever. You can tell this, it just looks like a straight up beanie. But if you give it a tug down and then pull the joint, it comes down to wasn't there a character on like Ed, Ed and Eddie or something like that that had whatever. Anyway, um I love it. I love it, bro. Goon Tape, for all the Goon Tape homies, thank you so much. But don't worry because they killed Dildy. Um, you guys may be able to get your own DLD pull down beanie ski mask. And me and Goonbeam may be doing some stuff. And I said that correctly. Me and Goonbeam may be doing some stuff. So hold on. I actually got to finish doing that thing. Goonbeam, if you're out there, yo, we also got something else, bro. We're dropping some big news tonight on the show. So just chill. If you stick around till like the you know 2/3 in, we're gonna drop some news. And it actually is some pretty dope news. So those of you guys that like to chill around, till the end, yeah, y'all are gonna love it. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. So first, you know what? I'm kind of thinking like, should we just start over? Let's just start over. Let's start over fresh. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So first off, I want to welcome everybody. I appreciate all y'all so much. Thank you for all the channel members sounding off. Do me a favor, if you're here on DLD After Dark and you're a channel member, sound off because we're gonna do the old welcome doodle. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So first off, I want to thank all you guys for being here. If thank you, Crumpy. If you guys are here for the first time ever, if this is your first time watching DLD After Dark, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Secondly, if you are going to maintain that position, I would encourage you to stick around because it's your first time. Sure, Fed boy. And stick around, chat with some of the cats over here. You're gonna love it. You'll fit in just fine, most likely, maybe, and you'll probably end up liking it around here. And you may even want to stick around. And if you do, and if you get any value from the show, I would encourage you to subscribe and stick around because we finally broke 4,900 subs and we're on our way to 5,000. So shout out to you guys. You guys are the ones doing it. Hey, and look at that. Crumpy, my guy. John Crump, Live, John Crump News, John Crump, whom you should be voting for at the Gundies, who is a nominee for the top 2A writer, just gifted 5 DLD After Dark channel memberships. I don't like that I'm covered up by that. And my beard is covered up. I don't like when my beard or my mouth is covered up by that. Thanks, Crumpy. Crumpy gifted 5 DLD After Dark channel memberships. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. You are DLD 8 is hamster. No, but my beard does kind of match my hamster fur. But thank you so much, Crumpy. I appreciate you, brother. You're the man. Tactical Turkeys up in here. What up? Great to see you. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So do me a favor, channel members, sound off. We're going to go ahead and jump into this. And yeah, so lots of crazy, exciting things going on. So make sure you stick around for the show tonight. Secondly, if you're watching this the next day or the next day or the next day, then do me a favor and just like Razor JB, Spin 360, and all those guys, drop a comment like Replay Mafia. Shout out to Razor JB. Drop a comment like Recapitulation Syndication, like my boy Spin 360. Night Custom Builds is always like, watching Dark with Coffee or whatever. And FGM always comes through with a comment too. He was actually like the number 3 most commenting person in on the channel last month. It was crazy. I guess YouTube started showing that. I don't know why. But anyway, if because you guys are coming in here, I just want to tell you that Goon Tape sent this to me, and this beanie is my new favorite beanie, not just because it's a beautiful beanie, but because you can use it. Oh, that's so funny. Look at that. I should braid that. You can use it for shiesty activities, and I love it. And you guys may be able to get some of these. That's going to be a little bit of a joint venture between your boy Goon Tape made this and sent it to me, but I can't find a way to get any more. We want to do a DLD and a Goon Beam version, so we're going to be doing that. We got to get some samples and stuff in first to make sure they're good to go, but it's pretty fire. Mush mouth. That's who I yeah, that's right. Anyway, yes, thank you so much, Kurt 24, the producer of the show. Appreciate you, bro. He is dropping the not the definition knives link, because if you use code gravy, not only are the knives already super affordable, but when you use code gravy, you get some of the world's most remarkable definition knives. See what I did there? For 10% off plus free shipping. So there you go. That's for you. Thank you. Appreciate you, Kurt. So yeah, if you're watching this the next day or the next day or the next day, do me a favor, drop a comment, at least one. I love how the dudes that watch the show like the next day or the next day, they'll like comment several times throughout the whole show. So like something will come up and they'll comment. And then as they watch, something else comes up later, then they'll comment on that. And then something else comes up later and they comment on that. It's hilarious. Like Razor JB does it. There's like 12 of his comments, and it's awesome. I love it. But I appreciate you all so much, man, for real. Thank you. And let's go ahead and get into it, and then we'll bring our guests on. We got 2 guests coming on today, and we're going to get into some of the recent happenings, and it's going to be good. So let's jump into it. So first this evening was Dang Old Matt, brother. Congratulations. I appreciate you being first. And let's do, you do a crisp high five. Look how crisp that, I mean, you can't get it more crisp than that, brother. Actually, let's do a fist bump. You ready? 3, 2. You ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. And let's go through and say what's up to all the channel members. Kurt 24 was like, congrats on first, because he was chilling there. Kurt 24, appreciate you, bro. The producer of the show. Kurt, you're the man, and I'm grateful for you, and I appreciate you mucho mucho. Kurt 24 is not only a channel member, but he is also a moderator. So don't get on his bad side. All right. Let's see who else we got. We got Z. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you, brother. We got Mr. Mike McClune, the goon, in the building. Brother, great to see you as well. Why is this? I feel like this is off. Why is this covering my face? It doesn't usually cover my face. Let's see if we can do this. Hang on. If I do a little bit of that, and then I crank the desk up. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Oh, it's because of the banner. Okay, that's all right. Whatever. We'll just run it. Eric Stockbridge, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Z Blue Curtain Burner, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member. Drewski, what a dooski. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Lifetime channel member. Don't forget. Let's see. Mike McClune, the Goon. Who's this guy? Mike McClune, BV Luminous, great to see you as well. Also a channel member, long time channel member. John Crump Live, also a channel member. Appreciate you. Don't forget to vote for him for the top 2A writer at the Gundies. Look, you know what? It's about time that somebody in our crew gets recognized for what we do. By the way, I did go live at 10:30. It just takes a second to get the stuff spinning up. So technically the clock did say 10:31 when I went live, but just guys, remember, do me a favor and go off. There you go. Let's see. Drewski, Mr. Stockbridge. Hey, Goonbeam, Goonbeam, Goonbeam. By the way, I did share the link with Goonbeam tonight, so hopefully he joins us. Just audio only. Everyone encourage Goonbeam to join us. Look, I'm gonna be real. Goonbeam, I'm gonna keep sending you the link every night that I do a show until you join. And you're not allowed to join any other show until you come on mine first. So, Agorizer, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you, brother. Live Life, great to see you. Also a channel member. Thank you, BV Luminous, with the member chat. 20 months, man. Can you imagine 20 months? 2 babies and some practice. Hold on. Are you having another baby? You making babies out here, bro? Is that what we're talking about? John Crump Live, member for 37 months. The info has now broken, so feel free to share it. I will, actually. I will. Hang tight. We will. Zanti Misfit, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member. Agariza, Live Life, Zanti Misfit, Johnny Barbara, great to see you. Also a channel member for 18 months. Good evening, Dark. Glowies, all. Now, is it Glowies as in like the crew, or is that like in all like chat, DLD, and the Fed Boys as well? I'm wondering. But great to see you. Live Life, Zanti. I think I said what's up. Agorizer. Appreciate all y'all coming in and hanging out. Z, Zanti Misfit, Live Life. Hey, Moose, brother, great to see you. Breaking news. Appreciate you guys. Moose 47, also a channel member. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Definition Knives. Definitely check Definition Knives. Definitely. Z, BV Lumini, Agorizers, Anti Misfit, Gort. Great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you, brother. Z, Live Lives, Anti Misfit, Kurt 24, Anti Misfit, Mike McClune, bro. Mike McClune, the Goon. Zanti Misfit, Kurt 24. Hey, there he is. Wrenchman Jova Q out here turning wrenches. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's see. Zanti Misfit, John Crump Live, John Crump News, John Crump Gaming, John Crump Drones, John Crump. Don't lick dog balls. Next, Z, Baby Luminous, Drewski, Widadewski. Let's see who else we got here. Oh, the memes. Batman is going to teabag you. Dude, don't. If you get too many people excited about that, you know what's going to happen. Dude, I could have told you. I knew that was going to happen. John Crump Lives, Anti Misfit, Johnny Ba, great to see you. Also a channel member. Appreciate you. Eric Stockbridge, Agorizer, Z. Let's see. Drewski, BV Loomski, Zanti Misfitski. Let's see who else we have. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Did I just see? No, that wasn't. Thought it was. Jason Ewing. Great to see you. Hope you and Shana are doing well. Jason Ewing, Zanti Misfit. Oh, by the way, also a channel member. Appreciate you. Eric Stockbridge, Johnny Ba, Agorizer, Mr. Stockbridge. Welcome, Mr. Stockbridge. Johnny Ba, Blue Curtain Burn, Agorizer, Jason Ewing. Let's see, Eric Stockbridge. There she is, Shauna Memba. Appreciate you. She said, "What up? What up?" Thank you so much. Not only a channel member, also a moderator. Johnny Ba, Drewski, Shauna, thank you so much for you guys are incredible, man. What would I do without y'all? What would I do? Appreciate y'all so much. BB Luminous, Agorizer. Hey, there he is. Slide Bite. Great to see you. If Russia doesn't nuke us, the CIA will. Oh, I was reading a comment. Okay, YouTube, chill out. I'm just saying. Not that I totally agree with that position. Jana, Shauna, and John, and then John. Thank you, John Crump Live, for gifting those 5 DLD After Dark channel memberships. Appreciate you. Drewski, Agorizer, BB Lumsky, Kurt Twentyfuski, Gort. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. BB Luminous, Agorizer, Kurt 24, BB Luminous Bro, Agorizer, AO, Kurt 24. Let's see. Gort, Eric Stockbridge, BB Luminous, Flying Rich, and Flying Rich Firearms. Appreciate you. Kurt 24, BB Luminous. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I chill. Let's see. Eric Stockbridge, BB Luminous, Agorizer. There he is. T for Tejas, who contributed to the Christmas fund. You're the man. And that I wasn't like asking for, like, it just happened as such. And I was like, oh, I'm trying to sell stuff, and get some extra cash for Christmas. So that was much appreciated. Thank you. And then of course Drew also contributed too, so I appreciate that. I just don't want to sound like I'm e-begging for Christmas money. That's all I'm saying. BB Luminous, BB Luminous, BB Luminous. Let's see, BB Luminous, Agorizer, Live Life. Kurt 24, Eric Stockbridge, Zanti Misfitsky. Let's see, did I miss somebody? Fluffy Bunny Arsenal, brother. Great to see you. Also a channel member. I appreciate you, my guy. Agorizer, Zanti Misfit. Everyone else, James, Damian, Cristo, appreciate you. FGM, Mr. Grayman, appreciate you. M. Gabriel. We had Frag Out Design Studios. Great to see you, brother. There he is, Red Dawn Readiness. What up? David, Banna. Great to see you. Everyone else in chat, I've taken too long. I love you all. Sandwich Chef, who is the chef of sandwiches. Appreciate you. And everyone else in the thing. What's up? I love y'all. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. So first guest of the day, who appears to be currently sitting in, well, it's a room with a green screen. Let's go ahead and introduce our next guest of the day, which is Mr. Red Dawn Readiness. Whoop, 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 whoop. What you got there, buddy?
See, now me and you could be like, you could have your arm on one side, I could have my hand out the other.
I'm saying we got, bro, isn't it crazy like what you can do with Goombi? Okay, I'm watching the stream replay over here, and it literally looks like police lights, like with both of them going at the same time. That's crazy. Sleeves, I know, right? He needs to roll up. What you need to do is you need to put a pack of cigarettes in there, bro. That's what you need to do. Roll that thing up, fold it up on a pack of cigarettes.
Maybe like a nicotine pouch. Let's see if I can get the nicotine pouch in there. Nice. We could just rock it like that.
There you go.
That look like a greaser.
Greaser, yeah. I'll be a soch. Actually, I'm just gonna be a goon. That's all I am. My goon ways are resurfacing. How's Flying Rich gonna be there with his phone on blast and then not be present? There he is. Dude, your phone's in here going off. Everyone.
Yo, real quick, what color is the blue one? Silver.
They're the same.
Oh, and you got the tanny on there too.
That's how I differentiate it from.
Me too.
Yes. Dude,
Maybe
look.
I'm goon beamless.
You're goon beamless, bro.
What?
Not only do I got the blue,
I left out my nightstick.
Don't worry, I got 2 of them for you.
But I got the white beams too. If you don't have a goon beam like within arm's reach, bro, come on. All right, So we got to jump into some things, but before we do, let's go ahead and introduce.
Do you like how I finished the interior of my cargo container?
It looks good. I like the antler chandelier. I don't know why that word was so difficult. Chandelier. I love it.
Shannon
It looks,
Deere.
yeah, Shannon Deere. Let's go ahead and introduce you, gentlemen. Thank you. Because apparently, even though at the beginning of every show, I always say how no one new watches the show, there's always someone that's like, excuse me, sir, I'm actually new, which is cool. It's cool. That means
Super
that
cool.
YouTube brought us one person. And they stayed, which is great. Skywalker's here. Skywalker, great to see you. Senor Bub, also a channel member, great to see you. Let's go ahead and get into it, though. If you could, Flying Rich, let's take a moment and have you introduce Red Dawn.
That'd be cool.
Fred
is a fellow Florida man.
No, Red Dawn. Don't say his name.
Oh, Fred, I wasn't supposed to say your name?
Bro,
come on, man. This is
people are gonna find me.
They're gonna find him.
And then I'm gonna have to shoot him.
Dave,
They
I'm
will
so
find
sorry
him.
about that.
And they will kiss him.
So Fred hangs out with me at gas stations randomly.
Yep.
We'll do selfies together.
Membership gas stations. You have to be a member.
Members only gas stations.
Yeah.
And Fred broadcasts from his garage, which is now cool.
It is cool. Cooler. Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah, as opposed to hot AF, which it normally is. Which I gotta say, and it's nice in my newly decorated cargo container.
Dude, if it gets too cold, all you need to do.
How come, dude? How come no? I get no love. I get no love from anybody in the gun industry except for all the shit I got for free. But other than that, I get no love.
Dude, what are you? Or hold on, are you saying that you're surprised that you got no love on the Gundies?
On the Gundies, my ass, dude.
What do you say? I'm sorry, I did not have my bread phones on.
Oh,
what'd you say? Do what?
Got a mouthful of Costco cheese. I can't talk.
Thread thong.
Thread thong. No, it's all jacked up, dude. So I went out for a walk earlier, and this neighbor that I always see all the time is like he's super cool, but he seems a little more conservative, but not on the political side. I'm talking about like, a little more.
He likes chicks.
He's a gentle man. He's a very gentle man, and I was like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" He's like, "Hey, good." And he looked at me. He's like, "All right, it's kind of cold. Gotta go. Have a good day, right?" And I get back inside, and my my mask was it was showing the ski mask portion. I was like, "Oh, that's why he didn't want to hang out." It was just funny.
We already have.
Can you wear it instead of folding it like the ski mask and just have it like up?
For
like
sure, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So
straight
you
up
could
ski mask like up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, wait until me and Fish, what up, bro? Me and Goombeam are working on a little joint venture with new cold weather gear, some new masks, and we're gonna be working on that. Look, we got something else that we're gonna slightly tease a little bit. We can't give too much crazy info on, but Definition Knives is doing something else too that we're gonna be able to share with y'all tonight. So a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah,
really?
Yeah. We're just gonna tease it though, just a little tease, like just on the tip.
It will illuminate your mind.
Yes, and stimulated. Anyway, let's go ahead and get rid of that green screen, Rich. What are you doing? It is a green screen. We can tell.
You can't tell it's a green screen?
Those notes were from last month. I remember. I'm just kidding.
Oh, those notes on the wall?
Yeah.
I can't show you where I'm really hanging out tonight.
Let's
Are you in the red light district?
Let's do an actual intro. Flying Rich Firearms, flyingrich.com. Welcome. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Let everyone know who you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
I'm a 1,000-hour instrument-rated pilot.
Oh,
I run. I've run the highly successful, actually 4 times more successful than you, YouTube channel, Flying Rich.
By what metric?
Actually, I'm 6 times more successful than you if I add all of my subscribers up.
Yeah, you're doing great, man. You're doing great. By amount of subscribers and shit posting, you are doing remarkably well.
No, nobody comes close to shit posting. So, not familiar. C-Man, check this out, all right? Ready? This is from Goon Tape, okay? Ready? How come?
Tell me this isn't like
jealous,
the best around. Nothing's ever gonna bring you down. You're the best. Right? Tell me that's not fire. All right, that's the last time I'm doing it. I'm super excited because it doesn't have that vibe, but it is that thing. You know what I'm saying? All right, sorry, Rich. You were saying of how successful you were and stuff.
Yeah, and along with my success, I'm also the Florida plaintiff for the GOA open carry case, which I got an update on.
I wasn't saying remove
Breaking
the
news!
rib and
Breaking news! Well,
I
when
got
there's open carry in Florida, Fred, are you going to open carry in Florida when we get open carry?
If I can open carry a ARP, then I will.
Yeah.
What is this? Where are we?
What, white guys with ARPs? Are we not allowed to have ARPs?
Yeah, it's white
Drop
guys
it
for
like
ARP.
what great to see
So
you.
will Scott Hughes carry in Florida if we get open carry? Are you ready for the breaking news on the Hughes carry status?
Go ahead.
So I am the GOA plaintiff in the open carry Florida case.
Defendant would be a bad thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if we win, it's going to be called Hughes carry in Florida. And there's no news. There's nothing. I checked today.
He is hoping and begging that people call it Hughes carry so he can be remembered for something.
They'll call it GOA carry.
Right. What's this GOA carry? Yeah, no, look, all jokes aside, I know you like nursing yourself a little bit here and there, but look, you are doing some great things in the community. Lord knows how much time, money, and energy.
Actually, Crump Dark and I are suing the ATF.
We are suing the ATF. And I just want to go on record saying F the ATF. You know what I'm saying?
F them.
If there was a way that I could like physically F the ATF with my pecker, I would, but I can't. So without going to jail.
Do you have one of those like little stickers?
I threw up in my mouth.
Guy. Like they started in the 90s. They were like the thing.
You know, that's the Calvin and Hobbes peeing character.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, they do, from what I hear, they do have a bunch of glory holes, so that we could, start there. But I'm just kidding. Look, I have no intention of effing anything or anyone with the ATF. Okay, unless I come across the right chick that's maybe on the right side, on the inside.
No, you don't know. I mean, Republican women are hot. If there's going to be Republican women in the ATF.
Hey, you know what? I'm not.
Look, Tulsi Gabbard decided she was too hot to be Democrat.
If I can get a spy on the inside and she's a base Christian chick and a smoke show, dude, don't tempt me. Red Dawn, Fred, thank you for joining us. I appreciate. Oh, my bad. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, if you got to cut that out.
I know, man.
Frederick Donegans.
Frederick Donegans. Sir Frederick Donegan of Florida, of the corridor of Florida. welcome. Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and do a little intro for you. Let everyone know who you are.
I did an intro for Fred. Now Fred gets to do his own intro.
Well, no, you did your intro.
I mean, Florida man lives in a garage.
Are you gonna say that what you did for Red Dawn was an actual
Hanging
intro?
out at gas stations doing selfies? Yeah.
This is a guy that I meet at gas stations, and he's in a garage, and it's cool.
So my name is Frederick Donigans, aka Red
Frederick
Dawn.
Donigans. Sorry.
You can find me at Red Dawn Readiness on Instagram and also YouTube. I do have an Instagram now, so feel free to go check me out over there.
Yo, that is crazy, by the way. You guys have no idea. He has not had
Red Dawn. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did I follow you on IG?
Hey,
you
Rich,
better.
Do you have a younger cousin named John Bryan who may or may not be in a particular prison? What? Just a random curiosity. That sounds way not random.
What was it? He wrote that.
Particular is spelled in a particular way, but my phone is a retarded dumbass. Man, that's crazy. I wonder, maybe I'm a follower of all y'all. Appreciate you dropping like Scott, man.
Scott!
Good to see you drop it.
So, Red Dawn, why don't you let everyone know one thing about you that you've never shared?
He's a virgin.
That I've never shared. Never shared.
STDs don't.
Oh, you got 14 followers, Red.
Thanks, man. About 24 hours in.
Please don't play copywritten.
I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm kind of an open book. So I don't know.
Well, I know you got what, 7 kids, 14 chickens, and 32 dogs.
Yep, I'm building Noah's Ark.
Don't you have? I thought you had goats also.
Not yet.
He's got antelope or avocado.
I do.
Antelope. He's got
avocado, papaya, olives, oranges, mandarins.
Really? You got to
go. Loquats. Loquats are fire if you've never had loquats.
Kumquats? Wow, rip.
They're like kumquats, but they do it on the low.
Why
on
is
the
it?
DL.
Everyone's taking it like to a whole new. I got a good answer for this question. Sir Frederick Donegan.
Frederick Donigans.
Fred Rick.
Fred Rick.
That's
Donigans.
Great.
I like it.
All right, Flying Rich, your turn. Share something about yourself with the class that you've never shared before.
I scuba dive.
All right. Thanks for coming and hanging out, guys. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, that is pretty cool. Isn't that pretty dangerous, too? Like, you can die if you go too deep.
He does it in a pool, don't you?
I've skydived twice.
So does that, wouldn't that be I've dove?
Yeah, but nobody conjugates that.
I skydove.
Jumped twice.
Loquats are bomb AF, but their shelf life is weak.
Ooh, I know what nobody knows. I know exactly what nobody knows.
DJ K, great to see you, by the way. Cha-cha, welcome. What nobody knows.
Man Against the Masses is in my hood, and I might meet up with him and his wife tomorrow.
Very cool. Very cool. I wish he came to my hood. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Man, I guess, you know what? I guess I should probably share something too. What could I share?
How many times have been arrested?
How many times I've been arrested?
Nobody can count that high.
We didn't say we were going to talk about that. Oh, I will say, okay, thinking of crime. I did, during a road rage incident, punch a man in the face and knock him out next to his Prius.
Oh, the Prius guy. That doesn't count. Is there somebody other than the Prius guy?
Hold on. And then noticed that he had a child in the car seat in the back seat.
Damn. Did you adopt him?
How do you think I got my... I'm just kidding. Crump, welcome. We were
expecting you. How you doing, buddy?
Working on a story. I got to get it done.
Yeah?
I'm working on a story, and I have won an award.
What is that? The most times somebody's what?
Did you kick me off?
Why did you remove him, Rich?
I don't, I don't have that power.
I did.
It's
I
the Defender
literally.
of Liberty Award from the Second Amendment Foundation.
Yeah, and I'm just saying the gun.
I heard they're going to change it to the Frederick Donnigan's Award.
I heard, but it's Sir Frederick Donegan.
Sir Frederick Donovan
of the Florida Corridor, So Frederick Donegan of the Florida Corridor.
Of Coral Castle.
Of Florida Berry? Yeah. So Frederick
I always
Donegan
wanted to see Coral
Florida
Castle, but I started looking it up. It didn't look that interesting.
Yeah, it looks pretty boring. You live right by it.
Yeah.
So
well, I really don't. It's still a couple hours away.
Is that an OnlyFans crystal? Yuck. Clint Eastwood, good to see you. Steve Whoop, great to see you. Chanamemba.
Hey, dude, I was reading some chick on OnlyFans makes something like 20 million a month or something like that.
Wow.
What?
Who?
Her management company does.
No, she doesn't have a management company.
Great to see you. Blade Boy. That's what's up.
Really?
Yeah, apparently she's some like she does like racy photos, but she's supposed to be like a wait till marriage Christian. She's like the highest star. 43 million.
I'm sure her husband
million.
will be happy.
There it is.
It's very cool.
So, is that the girl that what's his name did a video on?
I don't know.
Officer Tatum.
All I know is
I didn't click on it.
More in a month than like any professional sports star.
No, look, that
is Officer Tatum.
That is Tim Kennedy's fiance. That's what it is. Hey, Crump. So now that you're here, you have to share something about yourself that you've not shared before.
I was a biological female at birth.
So welcome to the DLD in the afternoon show. I'm
just joking.
On this. I'm just kidding.
I'm just joking. No.
I mean, there's the intersex. Why did dudes get so wrapped up with OnlyFans thing? Like, I could never imagine like actually making an account and paying to look at a girl that you're not. And now some of these chicks actually like meet up with dudes that like their viewers and like.
You mean the one girl that's doing 100 guys a day?
Why is that attractive to these dudes? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know. It's like going to a steak house and like reading the menu, but you can't actually order anything.
Yeah, it's like going to the strip club.
I mean,
that's so wet.
But it's like going to the strip club on your phone. And I bet you a lot of these chicks, like most of them don't make money. So like they're probably looking for mass numbers, like $2 times 40,000 views a day.
Yeah, I mean,
$2.
I just think it is so sad and it is so disgusting that like that's what our world.
I would show my ball for $42 million.
No question.
42 million.
You know what? Okay, I'll
wait. You say a month?
I don't know, something like that. It's something ridiculous. She's like one of the she's worth like hundreds of millions of dollars because of OnlyFans.
That's dope.
I mean, is she getting naked or just racy pictures?
Dark, I just found a whole new usage for that ski mask you got on.
OnlyFans, only gun fans. Wait till marriage OnlyFans. Isn't that like anyway? Okay, so I'll share that because I did share that story before of the Prius driver. God rest his soul. I'm just kidding. I'm sure he lived, most likely. I'll say this. I once was attacked by like 11 men, maybe 12. It's a little cloudy. And on my way down, because you got to go out fighting, I have never hit anybody harder in my life. And I hit this young man in his eyeball. I fractured his orbital socket. I detached his retina.
And you saw him like 2 months ago.
It was like more than 6 months ago because he's in jail for attempted murder or for colluding.
I heard he's getting out soon.
Commit murder. He ain't getting out anytime soon.
He got a pardon from his dad. Oh wait, somebody else.
No, but for real, this dude that I laid down literally
a blanket pardon for the last 11 years, no matter what you did.
Dude, Dark, you got to start boxing. No, my boxing days are over. So
he does boxing all the
his,
time. Every time y'all place an order, my boy's boxing.
Yeah, that's all I do. I'm boxing up everything. I fractured his orbital socket, detached his retina, and they were not able to fix it. I think it was probably because he didn't go to the doctor or anything for a long time. He was trying to like hide it from his parents. Maybe he thought that vision would come back after a while. He's still blind. He's still blind to this day. I also ripped his earrings out of his ears like this, like grabbed them and ripped them out. And then when I woke up after being stomped by a dozen dudes, I literally had a Timberland boot like tree on my neck.
So dude, you were in better shape when you got up than that kid was in shape.
Oh, bro, I got up and I pulled off his hoodie and I wore it for like the next week. And I saw the dudes that jumped me and I was like, "What up?" And they're like, "You want some?" I was like, "Look what I got now." They're like, "Ah!" Just kidding. I would never break the law.
And he's been carrying a gun ever since that.
Ever since, bro. Swear to goodness, ever since.
Right, if you could go back and you had a strap,
nope.
You what would you have done?
And that situation happened exactly how
2
it
reloads.
But I'm saying if we lived in a fictional world where you hopped in a time machine and you were forced to relive this moment, but you were forced to relive it with a 43X with a 20-round mag and a spare 20-round mag.
So here's the deal. I'll tell the story to give a little bit more context, and I'll explain, and then I'll answer that question. So here's what happened. There was this little. I mean, I was going to call them a group of guys, but they were an actual gang of guys. There were like 15 of them that would roll around, and when they like on weekends when they went out, they got all drunk, high, whatever, and they would go and they would literally hit parties and they would like destroy the houses. They would beat up the kids that threw the party. Like they would steal shit. They were just like savages. It was crazy. And they came to my boy's house that threw a party for his older brother's graduation. We were like 16 at the time. And back then we had home phones. They came, and one of the dudes that was like part of their clique, they came up, and I guess he had transgressed in some way. So they just started stealing on him, and they beat that dude down. Actually, Rich, remember the dude that I told you I bumped into? And I was like, "Yo, Bobby, is that?"
Oh, you? Yeah, yes.
And he bounced. Yes. That was the dude that they were beating up at that party.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, crazy, right? Small world. Anyway, so
they were the Amoeba boys.
They did not fuck around. At that age, they didn't fuck around. Anyway, so they came in and they totally wet this dude up. They, were taking turns, just throwing hands on him. And he was like defenseless, literally curled up like this, screaming, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And he wasn't a little guy. I was like, I'm so confused. I don't understand why not fight. Anyway, so after they all left, after the fight and all that, one of the guys in the group I did not get along with, and we had kind of exchanged some words. They called the house phone, okay? And my boy picked up the house phone, and they were like, "Yo," and we'll just say DLD, "Yo, is DLD still there?" And he was like, "Why?" He said, "Tell DLD that homeboy," I don't want to say his name, "homeboy is coming back," because if you look up his name, you're going to find that he's in jail for a murder that happened. And man, there's so many things I want to say because like John would know exactly what situation this is. Remember, well, we'll talk after we get offline. Look who just went live! Surprise, surprise. Anyway,
okay, okay, time. I gotta be back.
Doesn't Rich kind of look like a thumb with a face?
No,
you look like a thumbnail. What are you saying, Crump?
No, I said I'll be back. I think Blanco Scout Survival needs to make an appearance.
I was gonna say he just went live.
I was just joking.
I totally thought you were serious.
No. Yeah. Dark and I, we have we know certain people.
Yeah, we grew up not too far from each other, and because of that,
I grew up with his brother,
mm-hmm.
his older brother.
Yep. And actually, when I reached out to him, when I first started doing like shows and stuff like that, I didn't even know that he was the John Crump that grew up with my brother. I had no idea. Okay, so for the sake of time, I'll finish the story. So they called and they were like, "Yo, my boy is coming back to see DLD, and he better be there and whatever." And they were like literally 12 deep, dude. Like 11 plus the dude. And I was like, "Yo, this is crazy. I don't want anything to do with this. F the drama. Let's roll out." So we literally told everyone to bounce, leave the house, the party, and I left alone. I was like, I'm rolling out. So I left the party, and two of my boys came behind me, and they're like, "We're not letting you walk out of here alone because they will hunt you down wherever you go." So I went like a few blocks away. There's a park, and I was just chilling in the park, and I knew that they would go to the house. They would see that I wasn't there, and I thought like they'd probably just leave, right? Well, one of our boys stayed behind because he's soft-ass bitch, and guess what happened? When 12 dudes rolled up and they were like, "Yo, where's DLD?" You know what he said? He went that way. Right? Like, yes, you find out who your real friends are. Right? Just like I say, like,
you could say, "Hey, man, I don't know."
They left. They
Never
got in the
seen
car
him.
and they
He
left.
left.
You know, something, right? Something. No, he said.
I heard he said Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
Well, the same way that I say, like everyone says, they're not going to snitch until they're, handcuffed to a table for 3 days, right? Like it's the same thing in the world of like, I may get my ass beat. So, it's people get soft real quick, especially when no one's around, right? So anyway, so they all roll, like literally a dozen dudes are rolling around this neighborhood looking for me, and they roll up and I just see all their shadows coming in to the park, and I'm just like, shit. So they roll up and the dude is literally like, "We're not gonna jump in." They all always jumped in, always. The moment you start throwing hands with one of their boys, they jump in like that. So the dude comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, whatever, you were talking shit or whatever, we're gonna fight." And I'm like, "I'm not gonna fight you," because I know the moment that I throw hands, everyone's going to jump in and stomp my ass to the ground. Not going to do it. So he comes up and he tries to like push me, but he's a skinny dude. He's not. He's got reach though. I will say that. And I'm just not reacting to it at all. And he throws a right, and I literally just like dodge back like that, and he probably like hyperextended his shoulder when he tried to swing on me. So I just kind of ducked back like that and I dodged it. He threw another one. I went like that and I dodged it. And I was like, "Yo, I'm telling you right now, stop." Right. I was not strapped. Right. This is like when I was 15, 16, before I started carrying a gun. I started carrying a gun, later on when I was
a week
16. Later. Yeah. And anyway, so I'm telling him like, "I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to fight you." So he swings on me again, but then he comes back with a body shot and boo, catches me in the gut. And I'm like, "Oh, okay. So I turned him and I'm like, "I'm not going to fight you." Now the whole time, all of these dudes are like, "Yo, we're not going to jump in. We're not going to jump in. None of us are going to jump in. This is going to be one-on-one, fair fight, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, not happening. I'm with two of my boys. My third boy just snitched me out and said he went that way, right? So like there's no way. Like if I start throwing hands, they're all going to jump me. So I literally turn around, and at this point I've already like dodged several punches. I got hit in the gut. I'm pissed off and I am like enraged because I already did not like this dude. So already pissed off, and I turn around to him and I'm like, "I'm not going to fight you." And I start walking away. Now, God does things in a really interesting way. And the way that the street lights were placed, and the way that the little like cut through to the park and all that, the moment that I turned around and started walking away, I literally saw the silhouette of dude's body cocking back like this, So I turned around. Maybe it was anger. Well, I don't know. But I turned around as fast as I could, and I just straight, and I caught him one good time over his eye, fractured his orbital socket, detached his retina.
What was the fight about? Why did he want to fight
just
you?
talking shit at school. Like
just
it was
rando beef.
Yeah,
no girls involved.
Nothing. No girls, no nothing. Honestly, if there was like actual beef, I would have just started throwing hands like on site. Like it the way I looked at violence back then was do it immediately, directly, and don't wait. Don't go up in their face and be like, "You want to talk shit, buddy?" Like
you learned that as the younger brother.
You already know. You already know. You will not see me coming, and by the moment you're going to be recovering from the first strike when I'm coming up with number 2 and 3 Prius drivers versus Dark. So another Prius owner. No, this is not a Prius owner. He could have been leasing the car. Come on. So anyway, so I crack him once in the face, and because I had turned around, I couldn't. Usually, I would aim for like the jaw or the nose or something more strategic, but I just happened to connect with his eye. I have never heard a louder sonic crack from a punch. It echoed through the park. And when he got hit, he turned like this and his feet twisted up and he just like dropped. So I jumped on top of him. Is this Tim Kennedy story time? Yo,
Ooh, I got a purple heart.
All of this can be 100% verified. 100%. I would bring a line of dudes that know about that situation. Even my barber that just recently cut my hair knew about the situation because he was like, "Yo, he's in jail for murder, right?" I was like, "What?" Anyway, it's conspiring to commit murder. He set up the robbery that killed a dude, and that's why he's in jail. But anyway, so I jump on top of him and I just start beating him. I'm hitting him everywhere that I can. I literally ripped out his earrings and because he was motionless, right? But at that point, we had already been walking off so far away from the group. I had a good like 15, 20, maybe even 30 seconds to just go all ham on the dude. And then I hear like this stampede. All of them are running towards me. And just like I said, the moment that I started throwing hands, they were all going to jump me. The first thing that happens is dude runs up and he like field goal kicks me in the face. And I honestly, I don't even know. I still may have not recovered from my neck because it, still hurts like for me to turn more than like that much. And I just went down and covered my head. And they stomped me for so long. I literally had like treads from a Nike on this side, and I had a Timberland tree. You could literally see the Timberland.
You should get the tats, bro. The Timberland tree and the Nike. So you I
don't want none of that.
Timberland and a Nike logo on the neck tat.
But I did. I mean, I got the dog shit beat out of me. And one of my friends ended up yelling, "Cops! It's the cops! Cops are here!" And then they all broke out and they all ran. But when I got up, I was still on top of the dude, so he was still down. So I literally pulled his hoodie off of him, and I wore that shit so proudly for like the next week. And every time they saw me, I would intentionally go to places that they would see me. They'd be like, "Yo, don't fuck with him. He's got a mean right hook." And I started carrying a gun ever since because I was like, "Yo, I will never ever let that happen again." Sorry, what's up, Carl?
Can I tell a funny story about a fight that I was in? It's kind of like a fight, but some dude came up and he like sucker punched me, but I didn't block the punch, but he hit me in the forehead, which isn't too good.
No, that's not too good.
He like shattered his hand. It was like I want to fight without punching.
Dang.
Because your forehead is like very, very hard, and he punched with these two knuckles, which splits the bone in your hand in two.
Yeah, that's
it was just a drunk guy.
In whatchamacallit? What's the movie Extraction 2 where he breaks his hand in two like that? Oof. Dude, that was brutal. He grabs the hand like this with both of his fists, and he goes like, "Argh!" And he just opens that thing up like a vagina.
His hand looked all deformed, and he's like, I was like, dude, I was like, I don't know who the hell you are. Why'd you do that?
Some people are just dirtbags.
The worst one that happened to my hand is, bro, when you punch someone in the back of the head, like over and after you get them down, and you just want to really beat the snot out of them.
Which no one should ever do, by the way.
Yes, especially. But if they call you out and call you a bitch and tell you that they want to fight you in the street, you should go out there and beat the snot out of them. And then when you do that,
but we don't recommend it.
Just be careful when you're punching someone in the back of the head like 15 times. You will mess up some knuckles.
You'll also destroy the thing inside their skull.
Yeah, but it's probably already destroyed if they're calling out the wrong person.
Probably.
Yeah.
But to go back and answer your question, I know that was a super long story to explain all that, but I didn't get in too many fights after that, unless it was people that didn't know about that situation. But if I were to go back today with
tell your street fight stories. Rich, I bet you Rich has a street fight story.
Rich is thrown down, dude. Rich has gotten beat by police in cuffs. Rich, dude. Beware the old soldier, right? Like, there's a reason he's alive.
There's a reason he owns a 50 cal now.
Yeah, right.
I'm not home, so I can't show it.
Are you in Black Scout's garage?
Yeah, what's going on here? Are you in his warehouse? Dude, SHTF is coming soon. Make sure you buy those trucker hats.
Yep. They'll save you.
Is that a Black Scout special?
You'll know who's in the tribe.
Yeah. If you got to, yeah. Okay. So if I were to go back to that exact moment and I was strapped and 12 dudes were trying to, provoke the same situation. If 11 of them are saying that they're not a threat, or 10 or 11, however many they were, I mean, they were super deep. If they're all saying that they're not a threat, and the one is trying to fight me, like how do you gauge that? Like, do you draw on the one and then like it's a tough situation. Honestly, I probably would have not been an idiot, and I wouldn't have walked 200 yards away. I would have actually completely left. But back then in high school, dude, you can't run from that stuff because they're gonna catch you. They'll catch you Monday, right? Like they'll catch you at school. They'll catch you at the bus stop. They'll catch you.
Did you ever know you had a fight coming and then you doubled up on the shirt with the hoodie and the extra? Like I had a fight coming and I was like, I'm wearing my sweat shorts underneath my jeans, and I'm gonna wear 2 shirts and a hoodie. And I'm like, please hit me somewhere in my body. I won't even feel that bitch.
We always boxed. Like we didn't like.
It was always a jump fest. Wherever we were, somebody was getting jumped. People didn't let their homeboys fight 1-on-1.
See, most times it was actual 1-on-1 fights. And the rules were, if you jump in or if you give any aid at all, you're getting a whooping. And I was talking to Rich about this. We were in a fight and someone threw brass knuckles in to help somebody. So I went in and let's just say removed the brass knuckles from the equation and probably a couple of his fingers. Because if you've ever twisted brass knuckles off of someone's fingers,
Well, I know Rich used to hang out at the Comac Motor Inn.
The what?
Rich, you want to explain that?
It's funny. I just talked to I'm at Home Depot today. I'm talking to a guy. He's like, "Oh, I'm from Comac."
Okay, I go to Long Island a lot, and Rich goes to Long Island a lot.
Well,
there's a hotel.
There's
a hotel called the Comac Motor Inn, and if you listen to their ads,
that place still around?
Yeah,
I cannot confirm or deny that I've actually rented a room at the Comac Motor Inn.
They have ads on the radio, and their big selling point is we rent rooms by the hour.
So
and they have a drive-up window. I've
They have a
heard.
drive-up. Yeah, they have a drive, and we have a drive-up window for your privacy.
Interesting. Okay. So a lot of politicians are staying there. That's what I'm hearing. All right, let's get into the
like a BDSM room too. Apparently, they advertise.
I'm sure that smells delightful.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. All right. So the United Healthcare CEO, unfortunately, his claim was denied because his holes were determined to be a pre-existing condition. Excuse me. That's messed up. I'm sorry. A man died, and that is tragic, and that is unfortunate. Dude, I'm going to be real. This is totally stinking like a setup. I know some of you guys are probably disagreeing.
I think the guy was a pro in acting like an amateur.
Yeah, I think he was hired, and I think that there's a reason that there was a cell phone dropped at the scene. I didn't see no cell phone dropped at the scene.
I think they just hire the people at the bottom of the list now because they will
depending on what they want.
Either get the job done, or be the fall guy, right? Like if you always hire the best guys and people just keep getting whacked, then eventually people start to notice, right? But if you make it look like an amateur job all the time, people think it's a lone idiot.
Wait. Walt's saying his big bore build is complete.
Nice.
My big bore build is complete, as in version 1.0.
It wasn't that sloppy of a job if the kid hasn't been caught and the guy's dead. Apparently, the job wasn't that sloppy.
I'm just saying.
The kid was no Richard Kalinsky.
I'm just saying, you can't tell me that dude right there.
Oh my gosh, that looks like Project Veritas. What's his name?
You can't tell me that dude right there is that dude right there.
Red Dawn.
Can I please?
No, they got the real picture of him. You haven't seen it?
Red Dawn's got the photo.
That is hilarious.
They got him on camera.
Who even is that, essay? All right, look. Here are the two pictures right here.
That's
one
like
dude is like, I need a black
girl
coffee.
And the other one.
This one's like, I need a black coffee.
That's Hillary Benton.
Can I get a steamed frappe? Actually, you don't.
Yeah, he looks like he's GAY.
Also, this picture right here, interesting. That backpack right there looks really interesting, right? Because in this other picture, the backpack I saw was gray.
Or tan. I thought the backpack was tan the whole time.
Tannish, grayish. Dude, this is just super.
Yeah, but
I cannot look at that and not laugh. Yeah, totally. Can I please have more soy?
Well, okay. I will say this.
Am I invited to Camp Keller on Sunday?
Okay, I don't know if this is public yet, but I'm going to tell you guys anyway.
I thought you said it was public.
Well, I got more information.
Oh,
the bus ticket that guy bought with the you can see his face. It was purchased with a New Jersey driver's license.
Was it the same New Jersey driver's license?
You need a driver's license to get a bus ticket?
Was it the same New Jersey driver's license that the dudes dropped out of the airplanes?
But they determined it was fake.
Was it the old school Jersey ones that were just a sheet of paper with no name on it?
There was
was it
news
a Grok
break.
17? What do we know that it is?
Well, they're
Crump
saying
is
that
it's the B&T.
well, I'm not saying that. NYPD is saying that.
Yeah, Crump had said that it was said to be the B&T Station 6 9mm with a can. Yeah. It's like the veterinary gun or whatever. So it was also said that this right here, that's literally what I was pulling up, Red Dawn. He was actually found to be in possession of a goon beam. Sorry, my bad. That's not funny.
Did you not think of that the moment you saw that picture?
No, I was actually talking with Goonbeam when that picture came up, and yeah, it's a long story. But I will say this: I was talking with Goonbeam because we're working on a couple things, and it didn't hit me like that. And the moment you sent it and I did the side by side, I was like, no way, bro. No way. That's crazy. So yeah, there's that. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a total setup? Do you think this is like what are your thoughts?
Somebody they need to get rid of at the right time to cause the right distraction.
So tell me this. Now, I brought this up to Crumpy. This is not verified. When we were sharing this information yesterday, we were talking about it. Someone had said that the Hearing Protection Act or something similar in an effort to remove suppressors from the NFA was apparently being reviewed by like a panel of 3 judges the same day.
I don't think it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Someone said this, like a viewer said this, and this is not verified, but someone had said that this is when the Hearing Protection Act or some bill to remove suppressors from the NFA was supposed to be reviewed by a panel of 3 judges.
The Hearing Protection Act haven't passed, so they wouldn't be reviewed by judges.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I know nothing about it, but
I don't think I think that's BS.
Yeah,
What was the news that John was about to give us that we didn't get?
I think we lost you right on. Are you there?
Hello.
All right, wait.
Sports.
It's actually you, Dark.
We hear
me.
We hear.
Yeah, you're frozen.
I'm frozen.
You're frozen.
Frozen on my end.
Yeah. Okay, now you're back.
No, I've been here.
No. I have some information that was given to me earlier, but I was asked not to make it public. But then around like 7:00 tonight, it leaked to the New York Times and ABC and stuff. So,
Dude, your Call of Duty headset is like butchering up your words.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, but no, we can talk about it now.
Okay.
Apparently, they believe that they know where the gun was purchased at. They sent people to Connecticut to go to the gun shop where the gun was supposedly purchased and to get the 4473.
How? Oh, I guess they know who the person is then, because they don't have the gun, right? They don't have the gun in the possession. They figured out who the person is, probably from the hostel. You checked into a hostel.
No, well, here's the thing. At the person of interest that they're looking at, and I don't know if this is public, but I'm going to tell you anyway because I wasn't told not to say this. But the person of interest that they were looking at was emailing the CEO threatening his life.
Yeah, I mean, he had got it. It was reported that he had gotten several death threats over the 2 weeks or so prior.
Well, then that's a lie then.
It's a lie then?
No, then that's live. I guess that's out there now.
Yeah, they had said that. I had heard that yesterday. BV Luminous, excellent question. Oh, well, why did nobody take that seriously? And why did the largest health insurance company in the United States, and the dude was out chilling by himself with no security and no firearm and no nothing.
Well, United Healthcare provides Boeing their insurance. So, what did United Healthcare know?
There you go. That's all I need to know.
Yep.
I just don't trust any of it. And for the wife to put, look, I'm not trying to be any kind of way. I'm just saying, like, dude, if I got murked, even though me and my wife were separated, if I got murked, my wife would not be making a statement to the press within 17 minutes. Like, the wife of United Healthcare CEO is reported to say that she's deeply saddened by the loss of her husband, and she, her heart goes out to her kid. Like, how's her heart go out to her kid? Like, I don't.
Was he married? I don't think they're married.
Yeah, they were married, But I think that was a lawyer. That was from a lawyer, not really her.
Well, I don't know. It's just weird. All of it's weird, and anytime somebody in a very high profile, situation gets murked, it's just odd. And then like he had written what was it? It was like insurance jargon about like denying claims or something like on the cartridges.
Well,
It's
was
like
this supposed to be the title of a book?
It is the title of a book.
it was close to the title of a book, but not exactly. It was like one word off. Yeah, and there were 3 live shells left behind, and if I'm not mistaken, that gun holds like 7 rounds, right? It's like 6 plus 1 if it was that B&T Station 6. And it's like, man, like if he had gotten the Station 6 and somebody used a suppressor to commit a homicide 12 feet from a security camera, like that just seems a little odd in my opinion. A
9
B
rounds.
Deny,
hold
defend, depose. So okay, delay, deny. Yeah, the book was, it was like one word off from the book. I don't remember exactly. Okay, but tell me this: when was the last time a crime was committed with a suppressor in the United States?
The shooting in
Virginia
Virginia
Beach.
Beach.
And then there was another one in California. Aside from that, I have not heard from any other instance that a suppressor was used. It's just super strange. I'm not saying that because it hasn't happened much in the past, it can't happen. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's really odd. Also, is this something about the Form 4s moving quicker or something, or are they trying to come after like the ATF for quickly approving Form 4s? Because if this dude did a 4473 and then 7 days later had a can in his possession, I don't know. I'm just wondering what is the purpose? What are y'all trying to do? Because it seems like one of those situations where it makes sense for them to take out someone that they don't like or don't need or don't want, and also push an agenda forward as well. Like who racks the it's not even it's not even a Browning style design, right? So you don't even need a booster with that setup. Like who leaves 3 live shell casings on the ground and a cell phone?
Well, the Station 6, it doesn't require a booster because it's bolt action.
Oh, I thought it was semi-auto.
No, it's bolt action.
Because I was kind of surprised. He seemed a little too adept at cycling it.
Yeah. Okay, well that makes sense. I thought those were semi-auto.
No, bolt action.
What gun is it?
It's the
B&T Station 6-9.
Is it that Glock one or no?
No. Honestly, my first thought was a Glock and a homemade can. That's what I thought. But they're saying it's the B&T Station 9 or Station 6 9mm.
Yeah, it's based on the rail rod from World War II.
Yeah.
How expensive are those?
Like 2,300.
Yeah, they're very expensive.
Wow, the grip looks just like a High Point.
It looks just like a glue gun. It's ridiculous, but it is super cool.
It's modeled after a well rod.
Wait, so it's a built-in suppressor?
It's not really a suppressor. It's the barrel acts as a sound muffler, but it's not a traditional suppressor.
But it is an NFA item.
So why would you get a bolt action?
That's what I'm saying. You have to
for a tranquilizer gun. What is that for?
It's incredibly quiet.
Yeah, so the reason that this gun exists is much like the well rods that were like made to like execute livestock. I totally forgot that this wasn't semi-auto. Or maybe isn't there like a lever on it that you can?
Okay, if you scroll down right here, do you see that? Go up. Do you see the picture? Do you see go up to the picture of the actual gun? Do you see right at the back of it where they have the little grooves at?
Yeah.
You pull that back.
Yeah, it's like where
That's
2245 pulls back.
Okay.
So much like those PCP air guns that shoot the like rod out into an animal's dome piece, this is supposed to be stupid quiet, and there's no action, I guess, because it's not semi-auto. But there is a can that is attached to it, but it's 1/2x28 torqued down, like it's not permanently attached to the gun.
Yeah. You can replace you can replace it.
Yeah.
With any
or let's say that someone bought the handgun, didn't buy the can, and then went and threw a 3D printed can on it or something like that, or a oil filter or something like that.
Homie was an assassin if he bought one of these to do this job.
I mean, homie wouldn't have bought one if he was an assassin. He would have procured it through other means. I could make a suppressed gun at Home Depot.
But what if everything that he bought it under was not his true identity?
Ooh,
then that would make
born
him
identity.
A born identity.
Do you think that he's Jason Bourne?
Or he's like an illegal they
Jason
brought here as an assassin and then gave him an American identity.
Well, we'll know if
Biden. Jason Bourne.
We'll know if Biden changes the pardon date to like today. Then I know who did it.
I pardon him 10 years into the future also.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
I heard Hunter said, hey, man, now that I'm pardoned, can I have my Coke back?
Woof, woof, woof. You know that they use that. CIA. Yeah, it's definitely a super sketchy.
Josh, what's up?
story.
What's up? I'm at the Crumpy Beach House.
Black Diamond Guns and Gear. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Fred, Don,
Rick,
Freddie.
Donegan's.
Yes.
I hit the wrong X.
Yeah. I've
At least
done
you
that
didn't
before.
shut the show down.
It's been really difficult for me to not hit the wrong X over the last 2 years. Ayo, doo-doo-ts. No way. No way. Hold up. Yo, there's a 3D printed version of this. No. No.
Dude,
Yo, can I show this, bro? Let me know if I can show this. What? Should I buy a GX4? Okay. All right, check this out.
Are you talking about the VP not the VP22? Well, yeah.
But apparently he bought it in I mean, that's sweet.
Dude.
Is the real one just like that where the bullet gets covered when you close the cap? Because in that one picture, the cap, I don't know, maybe it was.
I didn't look at it. It's the B&T is magazine fed.
Yeah, the handle like basically is the magazine. This looks like a 9mm though. Hold on. I don't think there's any audio. Let me see. Yeah, there's no audio. Dude, that's crazy. That's pretty nasty, dude. Is that 9mm? That thing is intense, man.
Does it have baffles?
No way. No way. What the heck? Why is it doing this? Oh, that one's a 22 LR. Why is it doing this?
I didn't see it. Was that the VP22 rail rod?
I'm not sure. That's
the one I know.
It is a 22. That is pretty sick.
Probably a VP22 rail rod.
John, is Is that a blanket behind you on that chair?
Yeah, it
Yes.
looks like some lady's
snake
leg.
skin. Looks like a snake skin.
No, it's my wife's desk over there.
All right, so we can transition
But
over
if you want
to.
the files, I have them. Dark.
No, I don't want to print anything.
You want to print
illegal.
Assassin's Gun? So can we do a mini episode of what was that show called?
Pimp My Ride.
War Game Wednesday.
Oh, the Uncensored Podcast.
Oh, that's right. There was a show called that one time.
Yeah.
Yes,
talk about
the
how you
VP22
would
by Mussy.
Yeah. Well,
how you would delete someone and not get detected in New York City.
Yeah. Well, let's do one.
What was the first thing that we said we would not bring with us on the Uncensored Podcast? The phone. Dropped at the scene of this homicide was a cellular phone that they're attempting
cellular
to
phone from
like, come
somebody
on.
else.
Oh, I mean, it could also be that he's trying to poison the
data stream.
Yeah, if he's trying to poison the data stream and through a BS phone with a bunch of BS info that,
It was Hillary Clinton's phone.
Okay, hang on. So here's the smart thing. There
It was
a
Beau
guy.
Biden's phone.
There was a guy dressed just like him to the T. He had a black backpack on in one picture. He had a gray backpack on in one picture. And he used someone else's ID for the bus ticket, someone else's ID for the 4473. And he dropped a cell phone there that could have been, homeboy, can I have an extra spicy latte, please? Yo, if he sets up somebody else, like that would be crazy.
That's how you do it.
I mean,
you go to a hostel, you stay in a hostel, you steal someone's phone, you take it with you to the scene, you drop their phone there, you give the whole rabbit trail there, and then they ask the people at the hostel, "Did you see this guy? Was he there?" Yeah, he was there.
Actually did.
Did.
He ordered a super spicy soy latte. Dude.
That's how you do
else's phone with different prints. I'm saying, set up. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not. Look, we're just literally just talking about this. Like we know nothing. The only things that like we know of or things that we already said, like in a factual manner. When we're saying like, what if it was a? Clearly, we're not trying to like put out some bullshit. We're just saying,
leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't say the word without a lisp. I know you have to. So it was all fraud. I don't know. I know nothing. So Fred, I know that you recently did a show on South Korea where grabbing a soldier's suppressed rifle is not lethal force. Does not call for lethal force. Actually, you know what? Pause. Let me say this first before we get into it. You guys know that we dropped a company, Definition Knives. We started a knife company. We have some of the dopest knives.
Oh, I got a knife.
And I'm not just trying to sell you guys all knives. Although if you use code GRAVY all the way through the end of this weekend, you do get 10% off and free shipping of already very, very reasonably priced knives. And every single person that's purchased these knives loves them and wants more. But let me say this, because we work closely with great companies like Goonbeam, Definition Knives. I don't think it's a green screen anymore.
You don't think so?
Definition Knives is working directly with Goonbeam because we wanted to come out with a very, very unique item that was literally only available through Definition Knives.
And it's going to be a knife with a flashlight built into it.
Yes, it's called the Knife Light. The Night Light. No, we wanted to do something that was like way higher end, but still crazy affordable, super high value, and do something that was like
a lightsaber.
Oh, bro, no. This is something that is like next level.
Goon knife.
Goonbeam has never done anything like
It's
this
going to be
ever.
a goon knife with goon tape on it. It's a triple collab.
It's not.
And it comes with a goon mask.
Can we take anything seriously tonight? Is that all right? Murder with a twist. No, so this is something that it does not look like a goon beam. It is a crazy, elegant looking, extremely retardedly powerful light that actually takes AA batteries. Oh shit.
Believe it or not, that's the first time I saw a picture of it.
Damn it. Oh, I just flashed. You can see it. Okay. My bad. I wasn't supposed to show that.
I gotta go back and pause that.
Hold on.
Did we show the Fred Dawn knife?
We did show the Fred Dawn knife. Light plus saber. It is a very, very, very high-end flashlight. But guess what? No more CR123s. No more 18650s. This mofo is running on AA's.
For about a minute and a half.
Oh no, it's actually a really good run time, and it is insanely bright. And I know what you're thinking. It's not crazy heavy. It's made of titanium. And because with definition knives, we use copper discs and steel ball bearings, it is made out of titanium and copper.
Sick.
Dude,
it was very attractive.
It's crazy looking, and it is crazy powerful, and it takes the most common battery on the planet, and it's going to be, super affordable. So, yeah, we're pumped about that. There's also a lot of machining into the metals. And it's a beaut, but it's only going to be available on definition knives.
Is there a name there? Do we have a name yet?
There's a name, and we'll drop that. You know what I'm saying? The name is Code Gravy. Just kidding. Rich, do you want to contribute to this show other than changing your pictures in the back there? Or
I'm going to be writing a book in a few minutes, just like Crump is. Or he's gaming. Is Crump gaming?
He's also muted. You're writing
another
game
book,
code,
a story.
So Fred Dawn, let's talk about South Korea. What's going on over there? Definition lights.
Nice. And now I can get a good look at it. So South Korea, apparently they were saying that, the government was colluding, half the government was colluding with North Korea. And apparently their presidents are a 5-year term. They get 5 years. I think it's only one term. This guy's in office basically was like, we're going to call martial law and we're going to go after all these politicians who are in bed with North Korea. But everyone, he got a call basically. I forget who the call was from, and they basically said, you can't do this. I don't know if it was their Congress and they voted against it or something after it went in effect, or if it was someone from our side.
Joe Biden saying, why are you stopping now?
So they stopped it. He called it off after 6 hours.
It was the legislature.
Yeah, they said it was the legislature. But apparently they're still kind of going after, the government itself is still going after these traitorous, treasonous, North Korea colluding politicians. And I think he's like, quote unquote, the Republican side of things. And he's saying that the Democratic side is the ones colluding with North Korea. So apparently it's kind of like what we have going on here, right? Where like he thinks there's a coup. They got their Korean Trump in, and there's a coup within the government that they're colluding with foreign governments to take down South Korea and turn it into a communistic country. He was basically calling martial law to stop it. then there was a lot of backlash. The people in the country hated it. The legislature voted against it, and now they impeached him, I believe. So yeah, I mean, ultimately, you could see something like that similarly happening here, but also it's like, does no one care if South Korea is colluding with North Korea? And what does our government think of the whole thing?
I will say it was very interesting to see what's his name stand up and make a speech and say, we will not stop at any point. We're going to stop these anti-state terrorist regime or whatever. And then 6 hours later, he's like, we are canceling that, like Nino. It's like, whoa, what? This is very different from your first speech.
Dang, bro, that light does look like a little mini lightsaber hilt.
Oh, come on, man. That was an accident.
I'm looking right at it, bro. It's beautiful.
I was looking at it to like look at it so I could talk about it. And I didn't mean to like click the. Oh, come on, bro. Come on. Dang it. All right, that time was on purpose. Yo, you killing me, Smalls. No, I'm kidding. I wanted to show a quick little flash of it, but that's only going to be available at definitionknives.com, made by Goonbeam. And the guts the Goonbeam be shoving in there is crazy. And to make it run on AA's, bro, what? I will literally.
Isn't there there's a rechargeable AA as well, I think, though.
Indeed there are.
Ooh.
How much for 4 mini lightsabers? Goonbeam, hit me up. Canada bans 324 additional firearms, says confiscated weapons will instead be sent to Ukraine as needed. Is this for real?
I read the article.
100%.
Insane. T for Tejas, hopefully before the new year. I'm thinking sometime in December, towards the end of December, but we'll let you guys know for sure when it's going to drop. And it sounds like T for Tejas wants to be the first again, so I'll let you know for sure.
First of what?
So like when I started DLD Hardware, T for Texas was the first customer of DLD Hardware. Nice. When we started Definition Knives, he was like, yo, I want to be the first of Definition Knives. Shut up and take my money. And then he was like, I gotta be the first of Definition Knives. And now that we're doing this light, he's like, yo, when does that drop?
What's the name?
Man, I can't share it yet. When you
it might change.
No, it's not gonna change. But I said I would just do a tiny little teaser and not.
Is it a Dune beam?
Dune beam. That sounds so racist. No,
the Coon beam.
I was saying Dune because like Dune, like sand dunes, and that I should just shut up.
I thought you misunderstood me. My bad.
No, I understood everything. I'm 40 and rechargeable AA batteries have been around for a long time. Aren't there these mysterious rechargeable batteries? Goon Blade, Dark.
Yeah, let's guess names, bro.
Dude, y'all will never guess this name.
The Golden Goon?
It's the PWEDC light.
You know that? It's the B-hole special.
It's the chocolate starfish light.
Beam hole? The beam hole?
Get that damn light out of your beam hole. It's only racist if you say that, bro. There you go, lady calls. Peace, love, bullets, and beans.
Well,
Peace,
I mean,
brother.
bro, you ain't been in your backyard flashing flashlights at coons all night trying to eat your chickens.
Well, actually, my neighbor hit me up because I was shining flashlights out of my back door. She's like, "Is everything okay?" Yes. Come over. Too many choices, brother. Great to see you, man. Thank you, and appreciate you. Sorry, I haven't been able to spend the dark light.
Are we not going to have the rich dark coffee?
I don't think we are, unfortunately. Look, I think that unfortunately the coffee from Texas Parks Outlet is not going to be made anymore. Unfortunately,
well, thank God we still got the kanji guy.
We do, but man, that's a sad moment. That dude, honestly, is the best coffee I've ever had. Like to be drinking a cup of coffee, dark light dagger, damn, lawfully armed, bringing it back.
The dark light, dark light dagger,
the light of darkness,
the goon saber.
Yo, I'm not gonna give the name tonight.
Come on,
I can't. It's not.
Text it to me. Text it to me.
Teaser.
I need it. I need it.
If you tell people what it is, it's not a teaser. You know. All right.
I hope Goonbeam just messaged me.
He absolutely did not. He knows the rules. Oh my goodness. Are you serious, bro? What happened to muting?
I forgot.
Excuse me. All right.
Rich forgets a lot. Don't ask him to show you anything, or tell him not to show you anything, because he will then get your channel.
Oh, hey, let me show you. Oh,
damn it!
Did you see?
Yes.
Don't show that. Don't show that. Do not show that.
Is that what it's called?
Yes, it's called. Yo, let me stop. I don't want to be disrespectful. It's called the trash grenade. Oh man, that's great.
Easter beam.
Baptizing fire. Yo, what are you doing? Are you serious? You don't mute when you burp and then you watch. This is just doomed. He's watching freaking Russian dancing videos.
This is just Rich.
Or is that a Malinois video? Because they literally put that song on every single Belgian Malinois video.
Blue Bullet.
No, Drew in Oregon, sent me some IG-ish, and I was just looking at it.
Yeah, just wait till you're on a live stream to look at it.
I thought I muted myself.
Kappa titty glow sticky.
Kappa titty glowy?
Glow sticky. Man.
The Prius? Is it called the Prius?
You got it. You're gonna guess. You're still not muted, Rich.
Well, I didn't think I was gonna hit anything that played on.
All right, so let's get into it. So look, I do think, like, even though we we're at a time right now where I think some positive things are happening, but let's be real, none of us are being saved, like in the political situation that we're in. I think we have to make sure that we buckle down on preparedness, and we cannot forget that there is no person out there that's going to save us. Like, we are the only ones that are responsible for protecting ourselves and for preparation of the future for us and our children and our family. So what are some things that you think we can do over the next month and some change to prepare for the incoming craziness?
Body armor.
Strategic relocation, be in a crew, train, have a red light, because this red light is fire. If you want low signature, have a red light. Bug out bag packed and ready.
So is it a bug out bag or a bolt bag? Have you heard that term, bolt bag, before?
I don't know. I watched that kids movie Bolt with my kids, so now I think of that little dog that runs with the lightning.
Hold on. There's a movie called Bolt where a little dog runs with lightning.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm not familiar.
A bolt bag? I think we should call it a refugee bag. Because the moment you head out on foot, you are a refugee. Refugizzle.
Refuge. I refuse to believe that. Yeah, I mean, no, so I heard a couple
boogie bag.
Boogie bag. I do like that. That sounds
I basically have a get home bag because I got a bug in plan, not a bug out plan.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to have both plans?
You gotta have both plans, even if the plan is to like always.
What's your alternate?
There isn't.
What's your contingent?
There isn't.
What's your emergency?
I'm gonna meet Fred Dawn at Costco.
I will save you, Rich. I will. You bring that 50 with you.
You know he's got at least 12 chickens, bro. So it's worth it to go with Fred Dawn.
And you know me and eggs.
I might be living closer to dark soon than I am you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, Fred, don't.
That means you'll be living close to me then.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? If I bug out, I'm gonna bug out to my lawyer's house.
Which one?
Let me know.
If I'm in Florida, I'm getting a lake house.
I mean, dude, honestly, like even though the plan would be to bug in most situations, bugging out is not ideal. Bugging out is dangerous. Bugging out is huge risk, and if you absolutely have to, then you must, which means you must have a plan. And if you're planning, you have to have a primary, an alternate, a contingency, and an emergency.
If you have a good bug out plan, you have strength in numbers. And bugging in. All right, this is the thing with prepping. Okay. If you are the only prep dude around and everybody else is suffering, people will be at your door.
It'll be draining
neighbors, they're going to show up. People are going to show up. Okay. I've been in hurricanes where my house is the only house on the block running with electricity. And people will show up. They're like, what's going on? How do you have electricity? It's because I'm prepped. Okay.
Because I have a generator outside going.
That's plugged into the breaker box,
which is
powering my whole house.
That is dope. But that is also a call to the wild of I have things.
Yeah. I would suggest if you can, man, definitely have power that you can plug to your house or have one of those Generac's. There you go. John knows what time it is. Generac or a generator that can power the house.
City propane in a generator, whole house generator.
Dark, do you live near the CIA headquarters of Virginia?
Everybody does. What are you talking about?
No, Virginia is huge, man.
Huge.
Not exactly. There are multiple CIA locations out here. You can tell by the men with M16s on their chest. You could accidentally take a turn in the wrong gate out in McLean, and you're like, oh, that's weird. I thought that was oh, shit. I thought this was what do you mean one way? And, see a bunch of dudes in full kit with.
I did that at a place in Reston when I was a teenager.
Reston too, Arlington, bro.
Yeah.
Don't accidentally roll up on Arlington Cemetery or anything like that. Like, or if you are going to like Arlington Cemetery or any of those places, like they're searching your entire vehicle. They're throwing mirrors underneath your ish, and they're searching your trunk. And you can't roll up in there strapped. However, I've never been pat down. I'm just saying.
Nice. I mean, if we're screwed, y'all. So just prepare, have a crew, make plans, run weird war games in your head. There's not much like you could prepare in every single way and still not make it through what could come, right? Like a nuke could drop right by your house or something crazy, right? So, I would just say prepare, train your bodies, man. That's the biggest one. Learn how to fast, be in shape, learn how to shoot, move, communicate. One of the things I'm working on, my weakness, comms. I need to get better at comms. I don't have anyone to use comms with here, so like my comms are scanning and finding people. Mesh is good, but like I want to get my mesh off of my phone, like not have it attached to the phone. That's my goal.
My question about mesh is if the entire grid was down, how would it help you? And I'm not trying to be a dick.
Yeah,
I'm just
no, the phone
genuinely
is only
curious.
the Bluetooth connection. Basically, it's the
Yeah.
screen and the keyboard.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
but
have
if you don't have a screen and a keyboard aside from the phone, like how could you use it? That's
my
my
mesh has
You have to charge the phone somehow.
no. My mesh has a screen and keyboard built into it, so I could
Yeah.
use it without a phone.
John, can
So
you
that's
where'd
my
you
question.
where'd you get it from? Can you send me the
Built
link?
They're out
Can
there.
you build me one and I pay you?
Yeah.
So is it? So that was my question, and I'm not trying to. I'm not anti-mesh. Like I think it's great, but
A text message using radio frequency. So
yeah. So if you're using it with your phone during like everything is fine, grid up scenario, but if
grid down, it'll work.
Grid down, it'll work.
It doesn't use your cell phone. Your cell phone is connected to the mesh by Bluetooth.
Yeah,
it sends
for
the text,
messaging.
and then the actual device sends it to the other device.
Yeah, but let's say you can't charge your phone. My question is, which Crump answered, could you set up like something else to be able to
Yeah,
to
but you got to
message?
be able to charge your mesh also.
Yeah, so
but
if you
the mesh, the mesh, it's like it's a little screen that's very low resolution.
Could you
So
set it up to be on like a 2032 or something like that?
Yeah, it's on a 32. So like the battery will last like 30 days.
Hold on. So you could actually set it up to where you could run a CR2032 in there. You can attach a keyboard to it. And what else? What else would you need?
Just the screen.
the hardware for the
3D printing.
Yeah, 3D print a case for the whole thing, and you have your own text messaging.
Do you want me to go get it really quick?
Yeah, I'd like to see it. That's it. Sweet. And mesh is basically text messaging through radio frequencies, and it uses different frequencies than ham, GMRS, all that stuff.
My comms plan is to find a comms person.
Yeah, the only difference with it is it is line of sight. You can't use a repeater and use it across country. You have to set up your own repeaters, your own network, and you basically could drop nodes around.
Mesh. Yeah, you can use mesh nodes as repeaters. Though.
Yeah.
So like Rich and other folks in Florida are kind of just placing them places that they could use to push messages out, right?
Yeah.
So Rich, what would you do to get it off your phone to where it's a standalone unit? What would you do?
Have John make us one.
Well, yeah,
Rich
so the one I have right now really isn't designed to have a keyboard and a display. So let's see which one John has.
I've seen them. I know they exist. Yeah, it looks like a BlackBerry.
Yeah, the battery's not in there right now, but I keep like 10 batteries.
Yep.
And each battery can give you like 30 days.
Yep.
So the solution
and just slowly charge them.
Mesh is the solution to all our problems.
The solution is hooking it up to another phone.
No.
Or
it's an off-grid phone. That's literally what it is. It's an off-grid phone that uses radio frequency.
It's all in there. I got this hooked up to a battery. The battery's dead.
The only way you could tap into mesh is with
the antenna.
What's those things called? The shit that you steal people's garage door opener codes and everything with.
Flipper Zero.
Flipper Zero. You could break into it with a Flipper Zero, but that's if someone's close enough to you.
Yeah.
In between that broadcasting system to do it.
Could they use a flipper to intercept your messages?
Yeah.
Well, it's
you'd have to know what the fuck you're doing though, and it'd be very rare for someone to do that. Very rare.
Crump has a Flipper Zero, and I've heard of him doing insane things, totally lawful things, by the way, with the Flipper Zero.
My kids love it.
I would say get a Flipper Zero before you can't get them. I don't even know if you still can get them, but
you can. Canada's banned them though.
Get a Flipper Zero. That's another great device to have. Have fucking MacGyvers with you, bro. Being a MacGyver is the way. Hand tools, batteries, everything charged.
I'm just not a
Techie.
like a tech MacGyver. Anything else, I can MacGyver my way through most things. But with tech stuff, I don't know how to use, boards and fusing and
You don't have to
soldering
do any
shit
of that.
together.
It already comes together. You literally just take it and basically what John has there, it all comes together. You 3D print a housing and put it in the housing and then plug in a battery and it's on.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, if you wanted to add a keyboard to it to where it's a
Comes with
standalone
it.
unit.
That's a different.
It's
So
like-
the one that me and Rich have, it's a different hardware that you buy. But when you buy the one John has, it's a complete package of keyboard, screen, internals with the motherboard, all that shit. And you literally go on there like you do when you find the code to print something. You're like, okay, this is the one I have, print, and it just clips in. It all just clips together and it exists. You plug in a battery and it's there. It's that easy.
So you're not using the phone. You're just using the phone as a keyboard, and it will work regardless of what's going on. Every single phone could go down. How much is the phone info? So this is what Sport Brand was talking about then.
I built mine for like $40.
$40?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And it runs on 2032s?
Well, you can.
No, or you could if you want to, but it runs on like these rechargeable, the flat battery, almost like a cell phone battery.
Yeah, and the batteries are cheap. Like I said, I got like 10 for like $20.
How do you recharge the batteries?
Same way you recharge all batteries.
You can buy like a little hub, or you can just charge it through the device itself.
Or you could buy a solar generator, which is 100% what everyone should have, and recharge all your flashlights. Your
that's what I have. I have one downstairs. I have a solar panel that folds out really
Me
big.
too.
Yeah, I would like to have something like that.
100%. It's a little hard in like where you live because like you put your panels out, everyone's going to see them. You know, that's the challenging part of being low signature when you need shit like the sun.
I do know an attorney that lives in the middle of nowhere with a field full of solar panels.
Bam, there you go.
Yeah, I got some ways.
There you go.
I could definitely, especially like the little like roll up panels for like a little like side joint. I put that shit on the balcony. No one's gonna see that shit.
You can charge all that shit from that.
Honestly, I could hang it up on. There's a couple things I could do that would make it look like super low key. Okay, so I mean that to me definitely is way more usable than like my thought of like it only worked with a phone. You know.
Well, I went this way because I didn't want to be tied to a phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that much more.
Hey guys, I'm gonna drop. I got ish to do tomorrow.
Cool. Good luck tomorrow. I hope everything goes well.
Comes out okay.
Yeah, I hope everything comes out okay.
Oh man, you getting your butt checked?
Not me.
Oh.
I didn't
That's
say
why you're
anything.
smiling like that.
I'm sure he's probably had to deal with shit all night.
Oh.
Yeah, that's interesting because I know Rich had talked about mesh a lot, and their dude's setting up like mesh networks in that area, and he can communicate across that very well, very easily, but it's all tied to his phone. And I'd asked him a bunch like, how do you get it not to be on the phone? And I just never got a clear answer about that. So that's, hey, Ron Wayne, Merry Christmas, brother.
So one of the things, like if you check out, and I'm sure you probably have seen my live stream with Tim Harper, but having your own towers, right? Whether in like just like a radio, it has an antenna. If you set up a tower and you're close by wherever, you'd only need that one mesh node. You're going to extend your network like you do on a radio, like line of sight, right?
For sure.
You could have a hub, but this is when this comes into like deep planning. Like
Mhm.
being into all that shit is like a lot of work. But if I have that house that I showed you, I'm gonna put a tower up,
For
and
sure.
I'm gonna have a hub where I can connect a bunch of different antennas,
Mhm.
and then have transceivers and things like that I'll have set up. But
Yeah.
you know, whatever you got, you just have to figure out how it works and how you can maximize it. And there's even like a handheld beam that you could plug into the top of your mesh and point it a directional antenna, and you could use that as well. But like overall, it's for close range. Like
Yeah.
you really want to use
Yeah.
mesh for close range.
But
If you want to do mesh anything, I'll just link a link out there for all the different mesh products that you can use to do any of this stuff.
yeah, that's something I'd like to do because like Crump and I are not super close, but surprisingly, we're able to raise each other on comms directly, and we're miles and miles away. Like we're what, like 8 miles, something like that, and
Yeah.
and we can literally speak directly boof wang to boof.
Are you using a repeater or no?
No,
Are you one of you like elevated and the other one's down, or like
probably slightly, but it is absolutely not loud.
does John have a tower at his house where he's broadcasting? Do you have a
I have a J pole, but no, I mean this is like handheld.
Yeah, we're literally
8
handheld
miles?
to
That's
handheld.
good.
I've never been able to communicate at that distance on a boof wing.
No repeater.
No repeater, bro.
Nice.
We could literally raise each other right now.
That's awesome.
Crump, you want to do it?
No, it's cold.
Dang it.
I'm still kind of
Oh, do you go outside?
I can.
So I kind of not cheat, but so you know those car antennas that connect directly to the boof wings, or you know walkie talkies, and they have a long wire and then a magnetic joint that you put on top of the car. So what I did is I basically I kind of turned a boof wing into a home station. So I took a boof wing, and then I plugged in that vehicle antenna, and then I ran it through, like kind of laid it down in a way where, because the wire is the antenna, and then the antenna is the antenna, right? So from what I was told, the wire actually helps push the signal out too. So I literally lay it right down in the front. I got a big window in the front of my house. I lay it down like that, and then I literally stick it right there in the window, and it is in the direction that Crumpy is, but I'm using a handheld boof wang. I turn it on, hit the boop boop, and then of course I use my call sign lawfully, and then he responds back when we're on the
So
same.
you're using GMRS frequencies?
No, it's ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have a box that has a higher end ham radio that's built into it, and that's where I connect my J pole, and it's ran on like boat batteries.
Logomania says, I am Korean. Yoon Seok-yeol is a former buffet prosecutor. He is stupid, irresponsible, and an alcoholic.
The rear pack.
Well, thank you for that information.
Is Sikyo Lee-loon, is that the president of South Korea?
Isn't that, would that be president, or is that the prime minister? No, not prime minister. What do they call him?
It's the president.
Is it the president?
I don't know.
So okay, if North Korea and South Korea are working together, and we had already touched on this topic, so we had already moved on to other stuff, but I'm just curious. So North Korea and South Korea, elements of the government are working together. That's a little spicy.
Prime Minister?
Prime Minister. Magistrate. Everyone's just guessing. Principal.
God save the Queen, man.
God save the Queen, man. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know either, but Is Crump, that house I sent you, is that farther away than you are to Crump?
He's a little further down. He's like 8 miles closer to the other burg that we talked about. Excuse me, what is wrong with being an alcoholic? Only here, folks. Only here. Do you recommend for efforts of preparation? Do you recommend handaksu? Do you recommend that people also prepare for like longer range engagements as well? And if so, how would you do that? Because most dudes, real quick, most dudes have like an AR with a dot, or like an AR with a dot, and maybe like a 3x magnifier or something like that.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is part
no,
of a homemade J pole.
Nice.
I didn't. I don't. The other part I didn't bring up, but yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice.
this
Looks like a trumpet.
Me and Dust were talking about this because I showed him that location as well, and I'm like, he's like, see, dude, that's why I run an LPVO, and I'm like, yeah, like that's why I have a 2-12 on my rifle, because like, yeah, you need to be able to see out as far as you can. Like if you're getting shot at or someone's shooting at someone, you know, and you can flank them and get a good line of sight and see things where they're coming from and investigate stuff. I think you need some kind of glass. If you're rolling with an 11.5 AR with a red dot and a magnifier and you're in your car, or I have a backpack that folds in such a way where you could put a rifle in it. And a hunting rifle would be great. Like have a Ruger American with a 5x25 on that bitch with whatever 6.5 Grendel, 308, 6.5 Creedmoor. Have that shit with you and then it's such a light package, you know, for you to take. You could take 100 rounds of long range ammo, and you shouldn't need even that for an engagement. If you have to chuck 100 rounds out of a bolt gun at 500 yards, first of all, you suck and you haven't practiced. You know,
or
but
you have lots of tangos.
Lots.
I was going to say real quick, Logomania, Anyang, and Komsa Hamdida. He doesn't keep to the president's working hours and drinks every night. There is also a rumor that he was drinking alcoholic beverages during the declaration of martial law.
I'd probably be drinking too if I had to call martial law.
Bro, there was cocaine in the White House out here, bro. Come on.
I was gonna say, like,
I don't know what that means. That looks like a man and a woman sitting down for dinner. I don't know what that is. Right? Or like maybe like a little boy sitting down at a desk at school with like a computer propped up in
flower tree pond. His wife is Kim Cundy.
He's addicted to witchcraft.
I'm not down with that.
This a bot? She is addicted to witchcraft. All right, you're using Google Translate, bro. Come on, be honest. Are you using? It means fuck you. DB, what up? Good to see you.
This is awesome.
On my AR, I'm running irons with a 4x32 scope with BDC illuminated mill dot reticle. The new Kenwood D75 I got uses something called KISS TNC packet radio to exchange data, text, pictures, email over APRS. I'm still trying to figure it out. Dang, that's pretty crazy.
Nice. You can even send text messages with a Baofeng.
Hold on, you can send text messages with a Baofeng?
100%. Yep.
You know, you can also listen to AM FM radio.
But yeah, of course, it's a radio.
Yeah. I always enjoy that. Like, I'll get people like all serious, and I'll be like, you know,
it says hi.
Goes down.
I have a radio now that I just picked up where I can broadcast on FM. Like I could tell you, go to your car right now and turn on this station, and I'll be talking on the station.
What? So what? Honestly, what I do need. Hey, Osgood, good to see you. News at 11. Drunken rant leads to martial law. This is true. Thank you.
CROO.
Kim Kun. What one? Sorry. I just want to let you know, Mr. Logomania, this is not a very serious show, and we are No, I wonder if we're talking in Korean right now to him, if it's translated.
Maybe.
That'd be crazy.
Remember, YouTube did that update.
DLD after translation. You know what I'm saying? DLD after translation. Do you understand the words I'm using? Like, I mean, that'd be oh well. Anyway,
someone did say something. They were like, they were just about to release the new Squid Games, and South Korea went into martial law.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Do people actually care that much about that shit?
I don't know.
Oh, what? No. The first lady is a shamanism addict.
Bro, we had a shaman roll up into the Capitol with buffalo ears on.
Buffalo ears.
I meant to say buffalo horns.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. That's fucking perfect. Oh, that was great. Dude is probably so mad right now. Yo, he's like, my country is falling to pieces. And
ours is too, bro. Don't feel bad.
Our country is literally falling apart right now. Don't feel
bad. Go trade a North Korean 2 loaves of bread for an AK.
Testing 1 2 3 says that is unacceptable. You cannot be addicted to shamanism. Okay, it's wrong. You cannot be a shaman with buffalo ears. For every important event, I acted after receiving advice from a shaman.
So you like shamanism too, but you hate the first lady?
You're addicted to shamanism?
Or is that a quote from the first lady?
For every important event, I acted after receiving advice from a shaman.
I like you guys. Cali Pepper. I like you guys.
I like you a lot. Alcoholic shamanism sounds better than anything the Democrats want to do to us. I'll take that all day. QAnon shaman, rah. I still like going back. That is unacceptable. So she's definitely hitting the J. Buffalo, Santee.
So Dark, what would you recommend? Because you're up in that terrain already and everything. Like, what would you recommend? And I say this all the time, man. If you got one rifle to take with you, shit hit the fan. Are you really taking a 10-3 with a red dot on it? And that's what you're going with.
Look, if it's so in that conversation, we were talking about the house and we were talking about the like immediate area of like my community. If I am venturing out beyond that, I'm going to want the wonderful powers of the LPVO. And even my 1 to 6 is increasing my range tremendously. And the 14.5 is increasing my range tremendously. Like, okay, on the last show we did on Wednesday, I made a joke about the guy going from a 14.5 to an 18-inch. Like, oh, that 3.5 inches makes all that difference, right? But if you take a 10.3 and a 14.5, you're literally looking at like almost like you're like 0.7 inches away from each other. So I mean, it really is like that, like 4 inches or whatever.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because a 10.3,
you're probably increasing too. A 10.3 to a 14.5 is probably like almost 300 feet per second.
Yeah, I mean, it is a dramatic increase. Now, I don't know if it's like diminished. What do you call it when the gains aren't worth
diminishing returns?
Diminishing returns thing. I was gonna say diminishing gains. Big gains, PR, personal records.
Real quick, Fluffy Bunny for I think the best LPVO 1 to 8 is the Arkin 1 to 8 for sure. The Arkin 1 to 8 is your best bet. First focal plane. I think if you go above 1 to 6, you need first focal plane because if you're at a 1 to 10 second focal plane scope, everything from 1 to 9 is unusable except for the center dot.
Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. Like, I got the 1 to 10 LPVO on the 308, and it's second focal plane. And I would much rather be running a 1 to 10, or even like a 2 to 12 second focal plane or first focal plane. But I mean, I can absolutely still put in work with the 14.5 5.56 with the 1 to 6 on it, and it's just enough to be able to reach out far enough away to where I got everything I need now because of the little deal with Goombane. Appreciate you, Goombane, brother. He's the man. By the way, don't forget, if you do want to have the brightest flashlights on the market, and my guy Logomania out there in
That thing is
Korea,
insane, dude.
because you can't have any firearms to protect yourself. You could have a flashlight to scare people away. If you go to the link in the description and use code DARK, you can save money.
You can also use code Red Dawn.
DLD, I'd still have a long gun as a backup just in case of a malfunction. So hold on. So maybe I misunderstood what he's saying. With a red dot, you might be able to use good old Kentucky windage for long distance shot. So okay, so a couple things. So one, on my 10.3 that I was referring to, on the 10.3, there is the ACSS reticle on the 1X prismatic, the Cyclops, right?
Is it the top right one? The one that's over your left shoulder?
No, it's actually in the other room because I was using it the other day. But
do you have the mount on the 1X Prism that it came with, or do you have an aftermarket mount?
No, I used the ADM 1.93 inch because I was going to run a lamb on it.
See, I'm running the ADM 2.26, and I'm like, this shit's too high. I feel like it's too high. I want the 1.93
lever, or
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take off, guys. But can I make an announcement before we go?
Yeah,
definitely.
It is not your mom's box. I will say that. No. I have a new sponsor that's going to be sponsoring John Crump News, and that is a really cool based PC company called Meta PCs.
Sick.
And they're sending me a full gaming setup.
Very cool.
If I game. And I don't have a gaming computer in my other house. So I need a gaming computer for Delaware.
Yeah, it's important. You gotta have gaming computers everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
I have an announcement. Logomania does not speak English, and I have a cool gun. Thank you. Which one do you like the most?
Logomania.
The one in your pants.
Do you play League of Legends? I used to be like a big gamer, and I used to play a game called like Final War with a bunch of Koreans.
I miss gaming. I miss when I had time to play Call of Duty and stuff like that. Now the only free time I have is when I do live streams, and it's not free. No, I got to get my ish together so I can like focus on getting orders out in a timely manner to where I don't like get so backed up, man. But it's so hard to stay up on this ish, man. It's just always a lot. But it's the life I wanted. It's the life I asked for. It's the life I got, and I'm grateful for it. So, all right, Crumpy, appreciate you. Congrats on the new sponsor.
Good seeing you, John. I'm gonna hit you up, man. If you could, I will cash app you or whatever I got to do to get one of those, man.
Yeah, dude. It's no problem. I can order everything and build it for you.
Awesome,
dude. That would be awesome.
Please,
I'd love to.
Dark would want one too, definitely.
Yeah, and all we have to do is just set them up between Florida and Virginia. I'm just kidding.
Now I might be real close soon.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you moving to?
Do you know where Kick Up Dust's 1,000-yard gun range is?
He may be moving to
West
WV.
Virginia.
Okay, yeah, that's not too far. I mean,
yeah,
I'll be by Dust.
Yeah, we can kick it sometime. Come to the XCal. That's where we shoot XCal.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. I want to get around.
1 to 6 SFP is 189. The 1 to 8 FFP is 357.
Yes.
Is that price jump really worth it? Yes.
It depends. I mean, I would say yes. If I was gonna get it, it depends what 1 to 6 you're looking for. If you're looking at like the regular ACSS primary arms, I would spend. I've had that one. I traded it to Wiretite. It is a good scope. Like it's a good scope. I've shot out to 325 with it, no problem. 350, no problem. If you just want to be 350 and in, I think that 1 to 8 first focal plane though, you could start checking out to almost 600 comfortably. Some people say you only need 1x per 100 yards. I think it's not true. I think you need a little more.
I think it's possible. I think it's not the premier option.
Yes.
Drew, West Virginia is a racist state ever. I got access to 1,000-yard range at Fort Campbell. What? Yo, holla at your boy. Where's Fort Campbell at?
I don't know. I hear there's some other more racist states, Drew.
Dude, I would love to get to 1,000-yard range. In my effort.
Why haven't you gone?
To where? Oh yeah, no, we just usually like because I'm not part of the long range crew, when they do long range stuff, they all go together. It wasn't until I had that 308 with the 1 to 10 on it that I could have even brought anything that would.
Oh, you're gonna be so sad when you get there with a 1 to 10.
Oh yeah, I know it, but it's what I have, you know. When my dad passed away, I got the 308, and before he passed away, we were talking about like things he wanted to do when he got out of the hospital, and he was like, "I would really like to take
that was
out
his
308." Yeah,
no,
he's like,
I'm gonna
really
go
want
with you to do that,
dude. That would be awesome. And he was like, "I'd really like to take it out and stretch its legs and see how far we can get." I was like, "We could take that thing out to 1,000 yards." He's like, "You think so?" I was like, "Yeah, man, 308. Like that's obviously there are better calibers."
16-inch.
Yeah, 16-inch.
You can get it there.
Yeah. It's gonna take a little, a little something, but we could definitely do it. Look, I am going not this weekend, but the following weekend. I am going to be going to spend a weekend with a YouTuber, and I can't say it yet, but it'll be a fun time. The president and his wife did not attend the funeral of, excuse me, the Queen of England. The shaman told me not to go because of bad energy. You may also find it as an English article.
Damn, you're good at that, bro.
It's like I was about to say I didn't do a good job.
It is a rumor going around. I sound African when I try to sound.
There is a rumor going around that the martial law did.
Oh, you're Indian now.
Also blend by the shaman. Don't you?
No, you for African, you just do the same one, but without the rolling. There is a rumor going around that the martial law.
Why do you have to whisper, bro?
You have to speak from the bowels, bro.
Around whispering around a campfire or something. Hey, my man.
What's up, BDG and G?
BDGGE. The queen was a lizard in a mask. Dude, Logomania, all I'm saying is that like back when we were trying to be taken over, we strapped up and said, "Come get some." You know what I'm saying? If your people are trying to take your people over, then your people need to strap up and say, "Come get some." Yep. And you need to send them.
But it might be hard, man. You know, as the famous man Chris Tucker once said, "All y'all look alike."
It would be hard. It would be very hard. Pacific Island guy was getting pulled over every day just because he looked Mexican, but he's not.
Oh, I'm shaving my head bald when I get there.
Careful with that. You may attract the wrong.
No, I'm just
what's
kidding.
a shaman again? Logo, Korea had made some cool movies and the medical science field doing very well. 감사합니다.
How prevalent, Logo? I have a question for you. How prevalent is the well? They must be hearing something translated, right?
I don't think so. He's just
talking. Subtitles.
Okay, I'll you speak and then I'll convert it to
okay
Korean.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Logo, how well are the cloning centers doing in South Korea?
Logo, 안녕, 감사합니다. Tempura shrimp. I'm sorry. Oh, dude, this is so bad. Let me stop.
I had to go to another place so I didn't burst out.
Oh, he's like, fuck you, you bitch ass motherfucker. Politicians.
I was thinking about getting some dogs cloned, but I heard I can only do that in South Korea. Cloning centers, not very good. Shamans run cloning centers.
White Logo Mania. Logo Mania.
Sim Sim Salabim.
Kunda Haya Kunye. It means bow to your master. It literally does mean bow to your master. Or no, bow to the flag.
So
what we're talking about? We're talking about shooting stuff at distances.
Yeah, so you're gonna take the Geisley. You're not taking the 10-3.
I'm gonna take my 37 Mike with some nasty stuff loaded in there.
I would definitely have that in the bag.
Bro, I literally have a clip on my plate carrier, an HK clip, that I can literally just flee deep and have that thing float.
I think on Temu you can get a bandolier for the 37 Mikes.
Bro, it's ready. It's ready. And if Ish did get nasty, I'm gonna be packing that thing with drill bits, BBs, freaking a bent up fork. People are gonna be getting hit with shit that they don't even know. Oh, hold on. Restaurants. Sorry. Excuse me. So
Korean chicken wings are fire though.
Yeah.
And that song is fire too.
Dude, and if you haven't, those aren't chicken wings. If you have not eaten mambo sauce from Washington D.C., oh my goodness!
No, I will never go there,
bro. Mambo sauce is fire, dude. Fire.
I will never drive into D.C. ever. I'll drive around that bitch.
They also got the best dope in the United States.
I believe it.
Pirates of the Caribbean ammo. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Korean chicken is really delicious. Oh, I think he's just following chat. Maybe he's.
Let me ask you a question. If you take your 14.5 and collapse the buttstock, and you take your 10.3 and extend the buttstock fully, how much of a difference is there at that point?
So I never extend my 10.3 past like the first or second notch, unless depending on if I'm running armor or not. I usually don't run any stock past the second setting.
I like it right where the bottom piece is, the bottom rail. I like the spot right where I can start to see the bottom rail. That's my favorite position.
What do you mean, the bottom rail?
The bottom rail that has the holes in it.
Yeah. So that's a little too far back for me. The only reason I pull my Geisley Super Duty one back is for more eye relief because of the mount that I have on it now. However, when I get that 30 millimeter mount, I'm gonna be in a much better position and won't have to worry about that as much. My preference is to run the stock on the first or second setting, depending on if I'm wearing armor or not.
Write down Michael Blackston accent more, please. By the way, I think it was Clint Eastwood said get a 2-10 or a 2-12. I agree. That's why I got the 2-12. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Really, I wasn't in the LPVO game at all when I got the Geisley 1-6. It is crystal clear, and I do really love the system. The reticle. It took a little bit of getting used to, but there's still such a tremendous difference between the 10.3 and the 14.5. However, the 10.3 with the can, which has a very, very heavy can on it, and the 14.5 with the very, very light short can, I would have to, of course, if all laws were gone, right? Not only would I be making some disgusting 37 Mike stuff, but I would also drill that freaking muzzle brake off that thing, and I would run that can direct thread on the Geisley Super Duty because I'm not going to run it on anything else. Obviously, once I get that 30mm mount, I'm going to throw the 30mm mount on the.
Why wouldn't you just take the muzzle brake off the 10-3 and then swap them?
I don't want to run that can on because I'm basically turning the Geisley Super Duty into my number one, right? So for me to do that, I don't want to put a larger, longer, heavier can on the 14.5. So I want to have the lighter, shorter can on the 14.5. And then when I get the 30mm scope mount from Goonbeam, because we're swapping from each other, I'm gonna run the 1-6 LPVO with the Geisley mount, and then I'm gonna put the RMR mount on top, and I'm probably gonna put the actual Trijicon RMR on that joint just because it's gonna be
get the 100 concepts cap for it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. Although I probably won't get it from them because
print it yourself.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna run it myself. Yeah, Gideon does have some LPVOs on Fat Tack. That's what we were talking about. We were talking about the Gideon 1-10, which you can absolutely get on Fat Tack. And yeah, so
nice.
Although I think the 308 is an incredible cartridge, I'm not going to be lugging that thing around, and I'm not set up to run that in my kit, you know?
I am. Chest rig, though.
So, okay.
You could run it. You could run it with the Nezumi.
Yeah. I just mean, like, if I have to go out with armor on, I'm not. Well, I do have the HSGIs on my armor. I could run that, but it's just, man, it's not the system to run. It's great for a stationary situation or for
a defensive position.
Yeah, for less movement. But if I'm gonna be, running and gunning and bounding and all that shit, I'm gonna want a lighter setup with, honestly, even a setup with an LPVO is a little bit of a stretch. But it'll be all right. Yeah. And then I'll throw the RMR on it. I got the RMR or the Holosun that I'll be able to run. I just think the RMR is a better option for a duty style gun that's gonna be.
Well, I don't know if you saw my picture, but I put the 509T on the top of it, and I just wanted an enclosed reticle. Like, obviously, if I had my choice, I'd get the new Trijicon, but it's like $800.
Yeah, it's crazy expensive.
Yeah. So, but I feel like if you're running a rifle and you could be out in the elements, I feel like an enclosed reticle is like, honestly, you should probably take that Gideon and put that bitch on there.
Yeah, I could do that with the acro footprint.
That's what you should put.
Yeah, I mean, but I definitely get that whatchamacallit, like that logic of an enclosed reticle, just to kind of keep it out of the elements, keep it clean and clear. Because dude, even me, okay, so right now I'm carrying a Glock 48 with the 21 rounds in it, with the TLR 7 sub and the Gideon Judge on it. And I love, dude, this setup is smooth. I love it. And I cannot keep this freaking red dot clean, bro. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because this one is smaller. Like, I would literally carry.
What do you clean it with?
What's that?
What do you clean it with?
Usually I'll dump rubbing alcohol in it and then let it drain out through the holes and then just kind of blow on it till it dries.
Are you serious?
Fuck no. Usually what I'll do is I'll take one of the optic cloths and I'll clean it like that, or with a Q-tip or something, like super gentle.
Chamois.
Well, yeah, I mean it's the optic, like it's made to clean optics. It's a little optic
like a eyeglass type chamois.
Yeah, I think it's technically a chamois, but what I'll do is I'll literally take a Q-tip like over top of the chamois and then move the chamois around with the Q-tip. So I'm not like putting the Q-tip on the glass, but It keeps it clean.
I have like the car ones, like the very soft. They're like
like
super
the
fluffy.
microfiber ones.
Microfiber.
Yeah, those are good. So I had my microfiber one right here. But what happens is after a while, I started using it and it started getting like super dirty. And then because it got so dirty, I was like, well, this isn't clean anymore. So I can't clean optics with it. So I started wiping away the super glue of like when I was making the definition knives boxes. So there's like little hard, crusty parts all over it, like a cum rag, you know, if you're into that kind of thing.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
You never been at your friend's house and pick up a sock and you know what I'm saying?
I don't touch my friend's socks.
I actually don't touch my friends.
I'm almost too mad to do the show at this point. In fact, I just need to walk out of here. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh, I get it. You're retarded. You don't understand a word I say.
That's another good thing to have is a spotting scope.
For sure. Or at least some Nokis.
Yeah, I got a cheap Amazon spotting scope, but it works good.
Really? Does it work well?
This shit's gonna blow up.
No, it won't blow.
All right, for sure.
Low battery.
What is that thing?
It's my vapor.
Wow.
I got the big vapor and a little vapor.
Nice.
1 is none. 2 is 1. So yeah, I mean
37 is enough.
Yeah, 38, you know, who's counting? Yeah, dude, I don't know. I mean, I definitely need to spend some more time behind the Geisley. I mean, I've got some rounds through it, but I mean, it's in the hundreds. You know, I've not even broken 1,000 on that thing.
Are you babying that thing?
I just haven't really been doing rifle. I've been really working on handgun skills. And it's I mean, I think it's important. Like, dude, when I was only like, you know, 12 yards away from this thing, but when we put that bob, you know, those bob boxing things, we had a bob. It was probably like 12 or so yards away, maybe 15, and they put an MD Arsenal shirt on it and an alien mask on it, right? And I was shooting that thing with my Glock at the back of the range, and I was like, I'm gonna go for the eyeball, right? Bro, I put like 8 rounds in and around this eyeball that was just like, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get as like highly skilled with a pistol as I possibly can be, because I would consider myself to be highly skilled with a rifle, but you know, I should be working on both interchangeably, like both at the same time. But I've done a lot of classes with you know, rifle and pistol, and I just kind of felt like for years I treated my handgun as that's for like if shit gets really bad. If I ever have to go to that, I've already messed up. I've already, you know, all this stuff, right? Like all these like reasons that I would say that I don't need to spend, you know, much time with my handgun, and my skills were just not there. So over the last like 2 or so years, I've been really pushing my handgun competency, and I think that I think every single person should be able to crack a silhouette at 100 yards with a pistol.
I agree. What's up, Scoot? Good to see you, bro.
Scootsy, what up? Tex Bullington, what up, man? Chenamemba, good to see you. Dark, do you have a 1.93 inch high rise ADM QD mount? Yes, I do. I believe that's the one I got. I think it's the 193. I got it in the trade though, like a long time ago when they were like brand freaking new. But I believe it's the 193.
Yeah, I don't know. I have the anti-reflective device on mine. I just the reticle, I don't know. It works. It's fine. I just like a red dot better. I don't know why I do.
Yeah, I mean,
overall.
I think like my preference would be like the Cyclops with the 1X prismatic optic over a traditional red dot. But I also picked up the Geisley T1 micro mount, and I'm probably going to put, you know what? I could put the Gideon 1X prism on the
On that.
T1 micro mount, but I don't know. I kind of just want to run a standard red dot on one of the shorter reflays. Um,
That
I don't
that
know.
SIG optic I got, the Romeo 4,
Mm-hmm.
is nice.
Yeah, the Romeo 7s have been pretty interesting to me, but they're very like Aimpoint Comp M4 sized, and I'm like, we've come so far beyond that from red dots. Like, do you know where my aim point is? Right here. Just in here doing nothing. I sent it out to them for an RMA, and they fixed it for me, and they cleaned it up. I mean, this thing, bro, I think this one was law enforcement trade, or like I got it from a friend, or like something. Like it is
Looks good.
It's let me see if you can tell. The glass on that thing is so fouled up and scratched, and I mean it's really beat. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah, I see.
It is really beat up, and it's not dirty. It is scratched. I mean, it is usable for sure, but
have you asked them if you can replace the glass?
yeah, because it's the Comp M from like 15 years ago. You can't. Literally, the mount on this thing, it's the old school ARMS mount. The mount on this is probably more expensive than the optic. If it wasn't my boy that gave this to me, I'd probably sell it for like $150.
If you run it with two eyes open, you still notice all those scratches and stuff?
A little, because one of your eyes picks up the like occlusions or the,
Yeah.
it's a little, yeah. But I mean, I with red dots, I only run both eyes open, and it's like an LPVO on 1X. I always run, both eyes open. Late to the party. Did I miss the CEO capping remix? Yes, you did. The memes have been great. Yeah, I like the Romeo 5S. I have a box of them. I wouldn't mind grabbing one of those. I just haven't really messed around too much with the SIG optics.
I like it. Hollow Sun.
Yeah, I got the $200 or the $199 Hollow Sun, and honestly,
it's good.
I'm impressed. You had the titanium joint, right?
I do.
Yeah,
I had that one that you have. I did a swap.
Yeah, that's right. You told me that.
But I kind of missed the old one.
Really? Why?
Just because it was longer. So like now I got to choke up on this one more, and it doesn't sit back as far and hang over.
See, I'm a nose to the charging handle kind of guy. So like I would probably prefer that, I'll tell you what, man.
The weight is better, the balance is better. Like that long one is kind of, it's big.
Yeah. I don't mind it. It's on the Noveski, Anderson, Frag Out, Geisley, BCM, Arrow.
I have the Juliet 3X Micro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that thing's nice too. Yeah, my buddy just gave it to me one day.
Yeah.
He was like, I got too many of these. Here, take one. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would like something like that. It's a little smaller. For real, honestly, what I should do is
Garen Wilson, I agree. That Ames optic is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of good things. Honestly, I've seen a lot of hate for it too, but I don't care. Dude, if and whatever, say whatever you want. If your shit runs and it runs well, and dude, do your thing, man. If it's
what I would do on the Ames, if I could though, I'd get a mount. I would change their mount. I'd put the Reptilia, or the Unity or something like that on it.
What mount is it set up for? Like, what's the footprint?
You have to buy an Ames mount. but those
it's
companies make them.
specifically for. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, okay, so Gideon. I love Gideon. Gideon. A lot of the Gideon products have proven themselves to me, and I think that is the dopest thing out there, that you can get a $200 red dot that like we know people that have pushed them like beyond 20,000 rounds and that have just been solid, right? Like the Turkeys put that alpha on that submachine gun, and that thing has been just, literally has broken 20,000 rounds on like 3 different guns. I mean, accumulatively.
I was going to tell you should start making anti-reflective devices for Gideons.
I considered it. I considered a couple things. I'm not a CAD daddy though. I need a CAD daddy. But look, I'm really, really tempted to sell a bunch of the stuff that I have. One, because I need to raise like $1,200 for Christmas. But aside from that, I'm really, really tempted to trade, sell some of the stuff that I got, finish the other Super Duty, and literally throw an EOTech and an EOTech magnifier on that joint, and then just that's it. No more bullshit. No more. Let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try this. So this doesn't work. I'm going to buy, sell, trade this to get this and that.
Would you take the single dot or do you want the 2 dot?
I would do the 2 dot. I think that's it's a preference thing, but I think it's kind of important for knowing your holds. If you do like a 50, 200, 0, then you can very easily say, okay, this is my 50. This is.
I just like lines too. Like I like lines. They help me draw to what I want in the center even more.
Dude, the 1X Prism with the ACSS reticle, the only reason I could clap steel at 300 with that thing is because of those lines. I would have to literally be holding it over. If it was just a red dot, I would have to be holding it over a fictitious spot that I just kind of remember is probably the spot.
Are those holdover lines though? From what I've read in the manual, because I have the 1X primary arms, those are just measuring tools.
There is a measuring tool.
The lines on the bottom, aren't those measuring?
The lowest line on the bottom is a measuring tool to measure the distance of a torso. But if you look at them, so when I'm looking below the ACSS reticle on the Prism, I can literally hold spot on 100 and 2 lines below that on 200, and
yours is. Do you have a Griffin?
Griffin? What do you mean? No, it's the primary arms 1X. Here, let me see. You want me to grab it?
Yeah,
I'll show you. Hold on. Stay.
Yeah, you can do that, Robert Ham. I mean, I can't lie, dude. The 100 concept caps are freaking sweet. They clip onto that thing and they are not coming off no matter what. They are bitch to get off. I took mine off my red dot one time and it was a fucking bitch to get it off. It locks into the freaking optics. You could definitely use black nylons though and rubber bands, but like it's just more failure points, I guess. I have to say, if you got mud in between that honeycomb, that bitch is a bitch to get off, and to clean your glass, it's going to be a whole fucking mess. So I can't lie. The nylons and rubber bands overall probably could be better because you can take it right off, clean everything, run some water through the nylon to clean it, put it right back on.
If I take this ish off, I'm gonna have to recite the mofo in, and I can't hold up the whole
That's
thing.
why I didn't want to take mine off. But isn't it just a chevron and a circle, and then at the bottom, at like quite a ways below it, there's 3 black hash marks, 4
1,
maybe.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 and the measuring tool. I have 8. This is the Gen 1.
Mine is too.
Look.
Let me see this thing.
Maybe if I take off, hold on. If I take off this big old black DLD. Whoever came up with ACSS should win a Nobel Prize. All right, so let's try this way so I don't have to. Here, let me make myself XL. Hold on.
Oh wait, you have the big one. It's not the micro prism.
No.
Yeah, you have the big one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now it all makes sense.
So I use it for holdover, even if it's not made to be used for holdover. I've used it for holdover.
Those are better than the micro prisms.
Dude, it's
See, let me screen share real quick. This is what I have.
Yeah, there's 7 and a chevron and a hoe. Yeah, the micro joint.
All right. But the reticle on this is only this.
Really?
That's it.
So hold on. So you should still hold on. Let me blow this up real quick.
Now,
no, bro, that's totally different.
That's what I was saying. I'm like,
dang, that's pretty crazy. Yo, have you messed with the primary arms 5X with the ACSS reticle?
The micro or the regular?
I think the regular.
They got the micro too, but
if it doesn't have the holdover joints, then I don't want it.
No, it does. The 5X micro has it all.
That's what I thought.
It's got the lines out to the side. It's got windage marks. It doesn't have a circle. It's a reticle. The V.
The one I looked through had that's a 1X right there.
This is the one you have. Oh no.
No. Well, hold on. So hold on. Go back to that real quick. Did you see what I saw? It says that it's for ranging, but look at it here. Yeah, open that joint back up.
Yeah, for ranging.
Yeah, but look what it said. Go back to that next one.
Yeah, that's telling you at 200 yards, that's an 18-inch shoulder.
Oh, okay.
And from here to here is 5'10".
So okay. So for this one, the line at the very bottom is for ranging. But honestly, I'm not ranging. I would rather use a mill card and guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me turn this off.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a huge fan of the one I have. I'm like, if it had dots underneath it, I'd be all a go.
Yeah. I was like, dude, don't tell me I've been using this shit wrong the whole time. Because I would not be surprised about that. Apply big black dildy. I'll tell you what, that Radiant Raptor is pretty nasty, bro. I took out my BCM and threw the Radiant Raptor in there.
The charging handle?
Yeah.
Which Radiant Raptor is it? The SD?
I don't know. It's a Radiant Raptor out of that.
Does it have ports?
I think it might.
Clint, what do you mean? What do you mean the same thing applies to the hash marks?
I think you can still use those, bro. Have you tried?
Yeah, no way. I can show you. Because 100 yards is the top of the chevron. 200 yards is the bottom of the chevron. 300 yards is the center of this. Like right here where my thumbs are meeting. That's 300. Right?
Okay.
And I could show you that. Like it's in the manual. I mean, I read my manuals. I'm not like Dust. I've been reading my scope manual like literally for 3 days trying to master this calculations on mils.
Bro, I literally, like, when I bought the Shadow Systems, I read the entire manual front to back. And it's funny because when you do that, I went online and I was seeing all these people say Shadow Systems explode. All of these Shadow Systems are exploding. So I was like, well, man, I should go look to see if Shadow Systems are exploding. And every single one where I saw people that were like, my Shadow Systems exploded, they all were doing stuff that was literally in the manual of what not to do, you know?
Yep. That's what you got to make sure. That's why you read your manual. Oh, show.
Hold on. I just bought RFX 44 with RMR adapter and it won't work because of the posts. The M5 reticle, like Lucid Optics. Yo, Lucid Optics, man, they could have had some stuff going on. I don't know if they're still putting stuff out or not, but
okay. So this is what it says in the manual for the Chevron. So that's why I'm like, I don't know what people are talking about because it'll tell you to zero at a different length, right?
yo, why are mine are so much lower than that, bro?
That's what I'm telling you. I
Like
don't know.
my holdover is crazy high compared to that. 300. My Chevron is like so much higher than that.
See, on this though, it's like where the hell's 200 in between here?
Yeah, it probably like in between. At 200, I'm using the first line below my Chevron. At 300, I'm using the second. At 400, I'm using the third. And
So
sometimes I got to go beyond that.
I need to zero at this, and it's like, so where the hell is 100 yards, 200 yards out of a 10.5?
Well, so in theory, if you put the
I guess it's the same. 5,200 should be the top.
Yeah, if you put the chevron basically in a neck area, you're gonna clap them at any distance within 50 to 400. It just depends on where you're gonna clap them.
But like on these, right? Like 14.5, your 100 is going to be above this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because if with a 10.5, your 100 is going to be above, so you're going to be clapping them in the face. If you hold on the neck, you're going to be clapping in the face.
Yep. Yeah.
But that's all. Okay, so that's interesting. So 5.56 with a 16-inch barrel, that's zeroed at 100 yards. 100, 300, 400. 5.56 with a 14.5 barrel zeroed at 50 yards. So that's a 5,200 zero. So 50 to 200 and then 300, 400. Maybe that's not based on a 1X though, is it?
This is the 1X Prism. Yep. See?
What? But that's the micro.
Yes.
I wonder how different the size of the chevron is.
See, this is just for ranging. It's not. It's definitely not for holdovers.
My dots start obviously way higher up, right?
Even 12 gauge.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Let me grab some water real quick, bro.
Yeah, go ahead. We're about to wrap up anyway.
All right.
You place those hash marks on the bottom for a body at shoulder height for bullet drop. Yeah. Check out that reticle. 36. Yeah, some people are doing 33 or 36. Why aren't you streaming this on Rumble? Yeah, I'm going to be doing some specific Rumble streams. Raptor is the best handle I have. Let me see which one it is. Hold on. Well, all it says is Radiant Raptor. and it's got a little knife on it. It doesn't say SD or anything. I think there's a little port. Yeah, there's like, hang on, I don't want to get in trouble. So there's like a small little port on the right side. Yeah, it doesn't say SD or anything like that. It's literally just, it just says Radiant Raptor and it's got a little knife on it.
Yeah, that shit's sweet. I got one. The Geisley is the best though.
Oh yeah, Geisley hands down. I don't know if I got, oh, the Geisley's in the other room. That's right. All of these are, it's funny because like people probably think that I put the same rifles up like every single time, like on the gun wall, but these are all different rifles. But that frag out one is the same one that's been up there for a minute. But that dude, that 3x Holosun magnifier with the Gideon is great. I mean, I like that thing a lot.
Is that the same thing, an enclosed one?
Yeah.
You're not using the 1X Gideon micro prism?
Yeah, it's on the on
right
that
below
joint
it.
right there. Yep. Yep. I'm considering putting that on the, so this is one of the things I was saying earlier. So like Gideon is great. I love Gideon. They've proven themselves to be, for the price, great optics. Like you can 100% use Gideon optics for any serious work. However, their mounts are very, very, very budget. So I would not recommend taking it off a bunch of times and putting it on a bunch of times and re-zeroing it and all that shit. Like once you've taken it off and put it on like more than 2 times, you need to put it on a serious mount. And if you put a Gideon optics on a serious mount, you will still be able to do some serious work with it. So I'm thinking of taking that 1X prism from Gideon and putting that on that T1 Geisley mount. I'm just I think that would still be a super solid setup.
That's got a cool reticle, the triangle with the circle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
I haven't even sighted that joint in yet because that is the duty rifle from Anderson, the Frontline. And I got to go put 1,000 rounds through that thing. Honestly, you know what, Josh? When I come over, we can put 1,000 rounds through the Anderson Frontline as well. All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Anything you want to say before we peace out?
No, man. Stay prepared. Keep your minds right. Keep your spirit right. Stay close to Jesus Christ. Because, like you said earlier, nobody's coming to save us, but you need to keep your spirit right.
Yeah.
The Swamp Fox micro prism is pretty badass as well, by the way.
I haven't messed with that at all.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, comms, plans, training. Just live the life, which most of y'all do. Y'all hang out in this chat, my chats. Like, we're the same people when we hang up off of here. We'll call each other and continue these conversations and talk about all this stuff over and over again to make sure that we don't miss anything on the list. And
yeah,
you can only do so much as one person, So
yeah,
just find good people in your life. If you got to move by them. Just stay flexible. And thanks for subscribing to my YouTube channel and following me on Instagram.
Black on Black Violence, bro. Great to see you. He says, I'm 30 minutes late, but South Korea makes the best fried chicken on the planet next to the US. Good to see you. 100%. Christ is King, the King of Kings. And I would encourage all of you guys to take this time while everything is okay to get right with your family and get right with God. And it's really, really interesting that a lot of people say that, oh, I'm not really religious, I kind of believe in God or whatever, but it's not my thing. But the moment that their life is potentially flashing right before their eyes, it's interesting to see how they change up and they start asking God to help them, and they ask God to intervene. And even if it's not something they're doing on purpose, if it's subconscious, they're like, "Oh my God, God help me!" You know what I mean? Like, it's just
100%.
it's interesting. Like they say,
No atheists in a foxhole.
Literally, just taking the words right out of my mouth. That saying exists for a reason, and
because inherently, there's God. Like you just know. You can deny it, but
Yeah, dude, look, watch a sunset and tell me that is not something divine from the creator, right? Like, watch the sun go down, right? Watch that, like, every single thing that we have in front of us on earth is evidence of the creator. So that's what I'm saying.
Yes. Do not deny intelligent design because it's clear and evident.
Hamster's sleeping, and I'm certainly not going to wake him up because then he's going to come to me and be like, "Take me outside." So the moment he knows, like, he can tell when I'm done with the show. I think when I start rolling the desk back down like this, he's like, "Oh, he's done," But all right, we'll go ahead and wrap up, guys. Remember, we are still in the middle of a culture war. It doesn't matter who won the race. We're still in the middle of a culture war. So I'd encourage all of you guys to truly be culture warriors. We got some new stuff coming out. Like I shared with you guys, we got that exclusive light from June.
What's it called again?
It's called the Pants Address. The answer is yes. That was good. That was good. Oh man, I wonder if people know what song that's from.
Pants
anyway,
Address, the answer is yes.
Pants Address. Hey, the answer is yes. I'm a criminal. Yeah. So guys, look. Other stuff we got going on. We got new merch is going to be dropping. We're going to have the ski mask beanies, like these things. And because of this, I'm going to do the rest of the closing like this. It takes a little adjusting. And my beard still shows through it. But then after I finish, I'll shave my beard off. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, remember, check on your buddies, make sure they're okay. Times are hard, and build a team because a mutual assistance group is mutual sustainment assistance groups are us is really important. So make sure you take care of each other. And if you are going to be a leader within your family, within your community, within your church, then you want to make sure that you are doing so by following laws, rules, and standards that you place on yourself. And some of the rules that I like to share with you guys at the end of every show are, it looks like a Pac-Man ghost. It does, right? Because it's cut right here. Nom 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 nom. Oh man, I gotta adjust this thing. It's like covering my eyeballs. Look, follow the rules. All right, rule number 1 is be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with look at the flowers. Hey, Carol, come on. That brief interaction that you have with someone else could have a massive impact on their life. So be kind. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed because the hand that's open to give is open to receive. And rule number 3, because we know, my favorite, the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. Make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, remember that after this weekend, the discount from Definition Knives will be donezo. So blinky, blinky, blinky. Remember, use code GRAVY and you will get 10% off. You can barely see. You'll get 10% off and free shipping of some of the best knives that money can buy from Definition Knives. You see what I did there? Because I'm not saying that it's the best knives money can buy from Definition Knives, because it's, those are the knives. Anyway, Ladies and gentlemen, thank
To
you
the
so
best.
much. Just remember that Jesus loves you, and he died for your sins, and he took on your punishment so you wouldn't have to. So I love all y'all. Be safe, be dangerous, keep that thing on you, and we'll see you soon.
We already have a